A lot of you have asked for this person to be on the show, but a lot of you have asked this question. How come you never do anything with cookies? How come you never, ever have done an interview with Burner? How come you guys don't do cookies reviews? I've never seen cookies in any of your videos, Thomas. You've never even been to the store. You know what? Now that I think about it, do these fools not like each other? So you can... Perfect. 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 That was different. I don't know if they heard that, but that was different. What's up, guys? This is the Dope as Usual podcast. My name is Thomas Dopaziola. Whatever you want to call me. I'm with my co-host, Marty O'Neill.
What's up, guys?
What's up? It's a solo episode. We're back. The teacher's out of the room. We're allowed to say whatever we want. Today's episode is, I don't know. It's December. I was thinking 2024. Like, I'm a full-grown adult now. I'm about to be Twilight Zone age. So it's getting close. I got to stop beating around the bush and going, well, I don't want to, make somebody upset, or I don't want to say this or say that. So this episode is all about. Now Marty's a giant. This episode is all about getting things off, getting things out there, just being done. Because at the end of the day, I really don't care. It's not going to affect my everyday. I don't care. It's just something that when it's brought up a lot, I'm like, what are you going to just say? Like, no, not going to happen probably. Mm-hmm. So today's episode, I'm going to leave you a little intrigued. We'll get into that in a second. All right? We'll get into that in a second. Before we want to say, guys, the podcast channel is monetized again. Thank you very much. It just came back.
Kind of.
You just said you apply? Go apply. Okay. All right. So this episode, we're trying not to get age restricted. Every episode for the past couple weeks been age restricted, but we're just trying our best, guys. And either way, go listen on Spotify. If you were in the car and if you only listen to music and go, God, I don't know what to listen to, listen to the podcast. Listening to podcasts passes the time so well. I met somebody at the Hash Hole event and they said, dude, I do 12 hours stockroom. Flies by.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is for.
Big shout out to everybody. And we posted our Spotify stats. Finland, Sweden.
We're popping in Europe.
Switzerland. All our new listener stats, all the top countries are in Europe. Shout out everybody in Europe listening to the show.
Yeah, all right. Rolling your spliffs, smoking your hash. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, Spotify. Shout out to Spotify. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for putting us out there, showing us to everybody in Europe. And now some of our top listeners are European countries, which is very cool. They looked at Marty and went, oh, home. That's what they said. Like when E.T., what does he do? He sees like something on TV and he points to home. What was it? That's what happened. I'm not calling you aliens. I'm sorry. You know what you're in for. If you're listening, you're here. All right. We're monetized again. Also, the Clips channel is doing very well. Thank you very much, Dope as Usual Podcast Clips. Thank you guys for following everything. Also, we did a giveaway on the Instagram. So go ahead and follow our Instagram, Dope as Usual Podcast, and our Twitter, Dope as Usual Podcast. Also, our TikTok, Dope as Usual Podcast.
About to hit 100K.
About to hit 100K. Thank you very much. Guys, we did a giveaway on Instagram. Drop your favorite product. We had one person win, thousands of comments.
About 20,000 likes on this post.
Thank you.
The board. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys, very much. We'll do much more of that.
We realize when we do a giveaway, it's like, okay, 20,000 people like this. That means 19,999 people are going to be slightly disappointed that they didn't win this. But we're going to keep just trying to roll this stuff out more often.
Yes. So thank you very much. We appreciate you guys for checking all our socials. And we're just giving you the updates. We're about to get into some stuff, trying to give it a little buffer. All right. But if you're here, today's the day. Probably a lot of questions answered today.
You just answered one of your most all-time asked questions on the latest video on the Dope as Yola channel, right? Did the math, broke it down.
Oh, how much have I smoked in my life? It was like 680 pounds or something.
Yeah, you're like, it's not that much.
It isn't when you think about it, like, oh, you smoke that much, you do this for a living, blah, blah.
600?
Yeah, I guess it's a lot.
Probably closer to 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's probably a lot. I think it's a lot in the end, but like it's not. We don't know. Go watch the video. Oh, it hasn't dropped yet.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry. The video hasn't dropped yet. Yeah, it's about to drop the day after this episode comes out. So it's almost Christmas time, guys. A lot of stuff happening. Yeah, let's get into it.
Cam had a game this morning. I didn't tell you.
What happened?
We were out there at the ass crack of dawn at this game, and something got into Cam today, boy. I don't know what it was. As soon as the game kicked off, I'm like, oh, he's moving a little different. Something's going on. Within the first minutes of the game, boom, boom, blasted in. Not even like, oh, sometimes kids will kick it and it's like, oh, it went in, he scored. Sent it in with authority, off top. They get the ball back. All right, good shot, Cam. Two plays later, same thing. Takes the shit, come down, boom, blast that shit right in the net.
We're talking about soccer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking about 9 a.m. this morning. Cam, 2 goals back to back. Now the other team shook. Moments later, comes back down, does the other thing, same thing, boom.
Now the other team shook. They're 9.
Hat trick in the first quarter. He took their souls from. I told him, I'm like, bro, you took a couple of ankles, you took the whole team's soul.
Their souls. They're not even 10. He had them shook. He took their souls.
He did. They were all faking injuries. They wanted the game to be over.
Fake injuries in soccer.
Those kids, they get hurt like a video game every time they go down. They're grabbing their knees and writhing around in pain, and then they're fine like moments later.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're a kid. It hurts real bad at the beginning. I remember being on the ground going, ah! And the sideline coach, you're all right now? Like, yeah.
Somehow.
I am.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot back there. You think I'm lying? Fool, I'm a starter. I want to play. Yeah, hell yeah. Good for Cam.
It was wild. It was cool. It was cool. His coach, right before it happened, his basketball coach walked out to me and gave me this big-ass trophy. Because they won, his basketball team won first place.
Oh,
but
nice.
he had a soccer game during the stupid basketball game. He had his soccer championship. One of those.
Football.
We did basketball in the morning, and then we had to do soccer. So we did both that day, but he missed the championship game. So he got this big
He's Deion Sanders. Cam Sanders out here.
Right?
That's cool. That's a sick-ass name. So Marty's having his 4th kid. I guess him and April talked about it after the last episode. Right before we started, Marty said April's so violently mushroom type high off the weed. The second that they left the episode last week. And I don't know what it is. I haven't smoked at all today. I feel so... Did we eat edibles last night? Oh, yeah, I smoked a lot last night. Maybe that's why I feel like this.
Oh, yeah, you went through your whole stash, right?
Yeah, no, I organized. But I smoked so many hash.
But you went to the event. I'd imagine you got a ton
That's
of
2
shit.
nights ago, yeah.
Okay. Oh, right.
Last night I'm talking about. Last night. I don't know what happened, I guess.
What was the coolest thing you got at the event?
Oh, I just got a bunch of hash holes that we're about to start smoking. How long have we been here? Not close enough. Not even close.
Hey, guys, if we look a little better, 3 years into this thing, we made a slight adjustment.
Sometimes I'm real, when we say blown out, it's like white, washed out. When you're blown out, you're washed out.
Light's too bright.
Light is too bright on my skin. You ever notice, like, sometimes I like, damn, Thomas, you look...
Especially with the smoke in the air.
Yeah, you need some sleep, bro. You look pale. Are you okay? There's a lot of times I go, oh, I look sick. It's because this light, I'm a Marty. Let's point the light up and reflect off the white paint.
Tilted 15 degrees.
We tilted it from here to here.
Change the entire look of the
whole room. Now this shot's deeper and darker, nicer.
Nice contrast in all these angles.
This is nicer.
Because you were lit differently than all the other angles, I'm realizing. Like,
yeah, because you guys are nice. You guys are, they're nice, and I'm getting blasted with light over here. So we're good now, guys. We wanted to we're treading lightly because we're about to get into it. All right, this episode, once again, we're recording on a Saturday. This has to be turned over in one day, guys. It's just what it is. It's hard to get guests in December when people are going with their families. Okay,
I thought we were gonna get E40 in here today. It
didn't happen. Without getting E40, it just didn't happen today. When he's in town, he's in town. When he's got time, he's got time. And when it happens, it happens. It took a year and a half.
Fucking 3 years.
Let's just, when it happens, it happens. We're stoked. It's awesome. It's cool. Are you guys ready? Also, it's December. Mm-hmm. Next month is the end of the season. I was thinking, drop it in the comments. What do you think? Do you think putting seasons on our show dates us? Because you think season, you automatically think year.
I guess so.
The first year was not even a year. I mean, first season wasn't even a year.
It was like 36 episodes.
Yeah, it was 30-something episodes. So what do you think? Should we number them or should we season this? And every year the look changes, and that's how we know. Oh, that was like year 2. Oh, that's year 3. Yeah. That's year 4. That's year 5.
To me, it's like I never thought about it by years. It's kind of by the sets.
It is almost like
But
by
like
that.
it kind of goes by that.
Like our lease is up. We're about to get a new set, guys. We're gonna move. So it's another season, but saying seasons, I feel dates us like crazy.
Well, the reason why I wanted to do it like that off top is so that we could like
Keep track.
Yeah, like
I get
you
it.
could license these seasons out.
No, I get it. But I mean, there's going to be 52 episodes. I mean,
Yeah,
from
so it's like
December
it's
to
gonna get up there quick.
January to December. It's pretty much like that booklet. What do you guys think? What would you see? Because sometimes I see Rogan like episode 2000. Whoa,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's a long time. But he does like 3 episodes a week.
Yeah, and he's
So
live.
and he's so it's different. They just put it out. So you guys tell us, what do you think as podcast fans? What do you think is the best route? I was just thinking about it yesterday. I don't want it to be like, damn, season 5, you guys been doing this for 5 years. Like, no, it's not been that long. We've only had like 150 episodes, man. So that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Are you ready?
Because I don't know the details of a lot of this shit that we're about to get into. I don't think so much.
Oh, no, you're going first.
Oh,
You're going first because it's shorter. And if it's shorter, we can smoke right after. Mine's going to be very extensive because I talk a lot. Oh, real quick. OG modeled for our Push Trees drop, right?
looks so sick.
Look, check it out. Pushtrees.com, guys. We did our high fashion stuff, like all chenille patches, embroidery on the collar, long sleeve. It looks elegant. We got slides with the dust bag. It's all like high end designer. Stoner wear. That's why we did it. It's dope. You can wear it at the restaurants and go to Morton's and be like, oh yeah, you can come in. You look nice, damn. I'm like, yes, some weed shit. So what I'm saying is we had OG do it because it would look cool. OG rocking the nice designer shit. When I tell you that this man was 19,000 times more scared than when he's sitting right here. OG might as well have been shaking in his shoes and knees knocking. He was so embarrassed to take these pictures. All he was doing was smoking weed on his own porch
natural
that he
habitat.
lives at, that he's been for 25 years. I said, OG, I want to take the picture. And he kept going, the backyard's nice, bro. And at the end, I went, was that because you were embarrassed? I didn't realize he kept saying the backyard got good picture. I'm like, it's just grass. Why do you want us to go in the backyard so much? I don't get why you keep pushing that. Anytime we heard a neighbor door open, he just stopped. They go inside. All right, take it out. Hurry up. You got one more picture. Hurry up. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. He kept saying it. And neighbors were coming off of work and he'd get back into his yard and he'd go back into his house. Like, wait. Like, yo, we're just smoking. Because we had the big flash thing, 2 tall ass white fools out there, like 6'4", causing attention in East LA with big flash thing. And Louis, our homie from the UK, with the guy's accent, and he's just fucking tall, and holding this flasher. I get why he's like, but the more close, because his mom lives across the street from him. The closer we got across the street toward his mom's like eye view, the more like scared he got. They're going like, hurry up! You got one more picture, bro. Hurry up! And I was like, OG, stand there. You're not giving me one more picture for it. Come over here to get not the picture I wanted. It's like, hurry up, man. I feel dumb. Like, you look fine.
You're smoking a joint.
You're just smoking a joint. I feel dumb. All right, hurry up. And we got the sickest pictures of the whole shoot. Anyway, so I just want to say that before we started, OG is so frightened. And it's because I think he had. It's like when you bring it's like my son. He's my son. So when I bring my son, he's like, oh, hi. And he gets to school. Hey, what's up, man? Like, try to act cool over here, fool. I know who you are. You shit your pants when you were a kid. You used to shit your pants. Like, that's how I feel. Like, it's your neighborhood, man. You're fine. I just thought it was so funny. He was like, all right, hurry up. They're gone. Go. Like, bro, they're just neighbors, man. It was great. I wish we could have recorded that. Sorry.
For real. That should have been.
It was the whole shoot.
You missed the whole vlog.
The whole shoot was that. It was just OG. It was good. I had OG in a polo. All right, here we go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you're hearing this episode, this is what you're here for. We're about to get into some stuff. We're about to get into all the clips you've been watching because this is one. Marty's going to tell you a story. Story time. Are you guys ready? This one you may have heard, but you have no idea who, the circumstances. This was season 1. You talked about this when you were still on the other side of the warehouse, damn near, with a 40-foot cable, extension cable. Yeah, you were remote, but in the same building. It's so crazy, but the depth behind you was
nice, right? Shit look cool.
What if we just got a sick warehouse and just filmed right in the middle of it? The sound might
we could figure that
vary.
out. Figure out. We know what we're doing now.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there. You guys ready? Marty, take it away. I'll set it up. One time.
I've already kind of told this story.
Yeah, but you got to say it again. And I think you should start with what we're talking about, who we're talking about, because I don't know who this man is until you said his name. Before we were getting ready for an episode in season 1, and you told me some of the story. I went, say that on the podcast. You went, I don't know if I want to stir anything up with the guy. He goes, I know he's like a social media dude. And I go, who cares? Mm-hmm. And then what did we say? Who is he? And then we looked it up and go, oh, he talks about a lot of drama. Well, here's some drama for him. Uh-huh. I just think it's like lame. So I'm like, put him on blast. I don't care, but it's up to you. Then before this episode, I said, Marty, if I'm going to talk about something, you got to talk about something. And you went, oh. So here we go. Marty, you could say it, but I would go into detail. No. I would go into detail about what happened, why it happened, then your reaction, just like you told me, then what happened.
Yeah.
And then you moved.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of already went over the story, but we didn't get into
detail like you never talked about it. Say it like you've never talked about it.
All right. Well, I mean,
we're so positive. We're such a positive show.
First of all, this is dead. This is not a thing. This is just a relatable topic. So I have something to say this episode.
Look, we never talk about drama stuff, but this I think is a great story that every time I see the guy online, 'cause I don't follow him, I don't look at that stuff.
It was funny because I didn't realize this dude was like a YouTuber. We're talking about this dude, Keemstar. I don't even know if he's even a thing anymore.
I don't know who he is.
I've literally never even looked at his channel. He could be the biggest thing online right now.
The thing is, this story takes place before he was ever that guy. This is back in Buffalo.
I think. I don't know when.
The thing is, I don't know if he was or not.
Yeah, we're talking
10 plus years ago.
Ariana was probably 2 or 3.
This is over 10 years before you even moved. You lived in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, this is a long ass time ago. And
so
it was
what happened?
Well, it was a tricky little situation because it was I was a new dad. Me and April had an apartment. I was starting to become an adult. And then I kind of got thrown into this situation. My brother was in jail. I kind of got thrown into this situation where I felt like I was going to have to derail my whole fucking life over this fucking dude. Because he was roommates with April's aunt. We went over this. April's aunt and April had been out.
Stop. Sorry. This guy was roommate with April's aunt?
Yeah, because his girl.
Oh, so April knows him well?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. Never once did I ask that. I didn't know this. I thought he was just some guy at a party.
No, so it was his girl was April's aunt, the one who I filmed her wedding. That's her best friend. So that's how they live together. And
this is way worse.
This was it was so stupidly
now I
tied
understand why you got what you were doing when you got mad. Now I get it. I thought it was a random person at a party. Went, Marty, you're insane.
No, her aunt lived in this house. They lived together. April and her aunt lived together, and then I moved in, and then we had a fucking kid. So her aunt moved out. When she moved out, she moved in with them.
Ooh. So that Keem guy.
I had no idea who the dude even was.
Yeah, you know who he was.
Yeah, April used to go out with her friends and shit, and she was out with Mandy, and some situation happened where he was talking shit to Mandy, and that's a no-go for April. So then I guess April got in his face, and then, he got fucking slappy hands and kind of scratched her up and shit, and it was a whole fucking incident.
He hit her in the face and scratched her neck up.
It wasn't
which is a weird thing to do to a girl.
Yeah, it wasn't they didn't fight, but she had scratches and shit on her neck. You know what I mean? It was enough to the point that he got arrested that night. So
for doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I find out about this maybe, fucking 5 a.m. I'm home with Ariana.
Oh.
So when April's telling me all this, bro's already in jail. This situation had already unraveled. And like, I remember it was like dark out, super early in the morning. And I called my boy, like, because at that time I was so on the secret. I had literally like brainwashed myself into like believing I could have this amazing life, and I was doing it. And like, I was just so shocked that I was like, why am I being put in this position right now? Like, I felt like I had no way around like ruining my life over this shit. So I called my boy, and he was like, fuck with your baby mom, fuck with your girl. Yeah, no, you kidding me? I mean, like, he gave me the clear, like, yeah, I mean, you got the go ahead, like, basically, like, yeah, no, I know I got the fucking, like, all this crazy shit was running through my mind.
Remember, this is a long time ago. It's not.
This is 2010. You got to understand the other thing. Like, I'm even in that call. I was just like, it was almost like I was questioning like God to him. Me and him talked about that shit all the time, because with a lot of my boys, if I would even fucking brought this up, like, I used to hang out with some fucking killers. Like, it could have gotten really fucking out of control, but it really put me in a little bit of a dark place for a while, because I didn't know who this dude was, but I mean, I knew enough. So then I went on this, and again, we're talking a long time ago, but I then went on this little mission of trying to set this fool up. Calling him from payphones, trying to book him because he was a DJ. I'm going down to Wilson Farms. I'm going over here. I'm hitting his phone. Like, yo, I'm having this party. I'm trying to lure him over to the east side on a back block. That was my plan. Bro, I'm going to book him for an event. And like, we're going to lure him over here, and it's a wrap. Like, that was the plan. He didn't answer his phone. I called the zoo probably fucking 5 times from payphones and shit. Yeah. So then, one night I was like sick of waiting on that shit. So we just recruited my same boy that I was just talking about, who was older than me, like grew up in that Griselda era. And like, I already went over this shit, but like, yeah, I went and picked him up, and he was voting. He was voting for Obama the night this happened. I didn't vote. I was posted up in front of my boy's house, just smoking, waiting for him while he went and voted. And I got so high, way higher than I usually get, mixed with my anger and just mixed with like, I don't want to be in this shit. I used to get in stupid fucking predicaments like this. I don't want to be in this fucking shit. Like, but yeah, I mean, then this whole situation unfolded where we went looking for this dude and fucking laying up on his house and shit. And April's aunt was all in front of the house on the phone, not even knowing we're there. And
you need to say it better, because when we're off camera, you say it more detailed. Marty was laying in the bushes.
No, it was like
waiting for a fool at his house.
I like was too high. I really was, because I remember feeling like we spun around the corner. I had never even been over on the street. Maybe like once to drop. I didn't even know where I was really going. I had like a map or some shit. It was in South Buffalo. So like, yeah, we spun around the corner and a bunch of people saw us. Like, we're just regular people. And then like, I'm looking around for the street, and then I come back around the corner again, and then I come back around again, and then they saw us again. And then my boy's like, oh, we're hot right now. We're hot. I was like, fuck, they did, like, not that they're even probably paying attention, but you see me and him rolling around here.
Yeah.
So then I pull over and we hop out, and then we're just kind of like walking around on the streets. And then we go into this, we like go down by the house, and the house is on a dead end. And I'm kind of looking at it, and it's just dark. It's like winter. And so then we go into this little bar at the top of the street, and like blatantly don't belong at all. This is like the little area of South Buffalo is known as like a racist, like, it's this goofy ass little area where it's like directly, it like touches the fucking east side, but it's known for being like a racist fucking like white area. But we went in this bar, and my boy picked up a bag of heroin on the floor. This little white baggie. He's like, oh shit, somebody dropped this. Shit, I remember that. Like, oh damn, it's like that, huh? We're just sitting in this bar, just like this dude's gonna walk in. Like, we're just passing time and shit. And then we posted up and we sat in front of the house for like a long ass time. I had on gloves. I had all my shit. He had all this shit. And April's aunt was like pacing around the front of the house on the fucking phone. And we ended up leaving. This was like the night before, 2 nights before Halloween. And I had this whole other plan afterwards that my boy wasn't with on Halloween. And after that, I was just feeling so dark at that time. I hated it. I really hated it. Because it's like, I just didn't want to be in that position. So then a little bit of time went by, not that much time, but like there was this other situation where like his girl is still friends with April's, like everybody, like the police know about this shit. That's the other thing. Like you went to jail, he caught a case over this shit. Like people, this is some blatantly obvious shit. If he comes up fucking something wrong with him, like I'm immediately the first person everybody's gonna be looking at. I already accepted that. I was already going to visit my brother in prison at this time. I was just starting my life with April. Like this shit was not, it didn't feel good at all, but like it really bothered me. So then I like planned on this trip to take April to Toronto. And I had my Cadillac that I just bought. And it was basically a lemon, but I put this system in it and like booked us a hotel up in Toronto and we went to drive over the Peace Bridge to get to Toronto, and they stopped us at the border.
Oh, because April.
And they started questioning us and shit. And then because April had a misdemeanor, they said, we don't want you. Turn around. You can't come back for 10 years. If you try to come back, we'll arrest you. Yeah. So we turn back around, and my caddy dies in the toll booth, in the customs. They make us turn around, and when I turn around in the customs lane, my shit dies and starts smoking and shit everywhere. So now I lost on the hotel room. You know, I lost on this weekend with April, and now my car is like that I just put my system in is fucking shot. I don't know what's going on. So then we had to get towed back to the house. So now we get towed back to the house, and April's aunt was watching Ariana there. And she had her friend over that was bro's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that this girl was going to be there when I got there. But when I saw her, like, I got so fucking enraged that I damn near started to fucking tear up, and I left because I felt like I was about to fight this girl. She was hanging out in my house, this dude's girlfriend. She didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's going on.
She has no clue what's going on. But I just remember how mad I got, like vicious in my veins. Like I would never felt like that about a fucking girl before. This girl has no clue what's fucking going on probably. I mean, she should. Seems pretty obvious to me. Not that much time had passed. But it wasn't even maybe that big of a deal, I guess.
Should be.
It was to me.
Yeah, sounds like it. It sounds like it.
You know, but I don't know like what ultimately ended up happening with this court case or whatever. We ended up moving here like shortly thereafter. I don't really know anything about this dude other than that. I know that he dodged. God was with him. You know what I mean? Like,
and we're not saying
like,
sitting here threatening people
not
now. This
like,
is over 10 years ago. It keeps popping up on my Twitter.
Glad bro wasn't around because I mean, when I was looking for him, I'm glad bro wasn't around.
Yeah,
because it's like stupid shit like that. Like, I mean, who knows? Who the fuck knows? You know, maybe we're not sitting here right now. I don't know. Over fucking nothing.
Yeah, over nothing. It's not nothing, but over something that could be solved.
Yeah, and ultimately, April could probably see him in the hands anyway. That's what my fucking thought was like, damn, like, normally she'd fuck a dude up.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was. You know, I don't
know why her hands were lacking that night. Is basically what Marty just said. I think moral of the story, the end of the story was he got one over on her, I guess. Now, if I would have met her like that, I wouldn't have married her. But she got stabbed when I met her, so that's why I married her.
Yeah. She was basically just like, part of my life was like, you have to just fucking let this go.
Yeah.
It's not like.
Again, long time ago, I just think it's wild that I see this guy and I brought him up and you go, I'm like, who is he? And you said his name. I go, I've heard that name.
Yeah.
And looked him up. I've seen this guy. This is the guy? Like the guy on social media?
Yeah. I don't.
Is the guy you're talking about?
I couldn't even tell you like where he's at. I've never even looked at his page.
I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. I just know he pops up on my Twitter all the time. He's like a social media. I think he might be a streamer.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. He's kind of like he talks about news. I don't know. I've seen him on other streamers' platforms.
April said he's fucking huge.
I don't know.
We chuckled about how fucking huge this dude was afterwards. You know,
no, I
don't have any clue. I don't know if he's still a thing.
I feel like
could have been anybody.
Could be wrong, but he pops up a lot when I see like DJ Academics type of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like news in this, news in that, this person. But like it only pops up on my Twitter on random stuff that people text. So and so does this, like a social media influencer news, and he has a big beard. So I always remember he's got a big beard. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't know the guy. I'm not sitting here saying like, "Yo, we want to box you." No. We're just talking about a story, and I think it's kind of funny that like the guy on the podcast that's super nice, like that's the guy we're talking about.
So random.
And he's the guy that
there's
in his head.
There's so many shitty scumbags walking around fucking capable of domestic violence type of slapping a girl type of shit. It's just funny. This fucking
this guy. And he reports on drama stuff. I think.
Yeah.
That's what he talked about, like news. Like report on that.
Yeah, report on that motherfucker.
Report on that, dude. That's crazy. He got what's he called? He got all slappy hands with April. That's what you used to call it. He got all slappy hands with her. Dang, you just slapped your hands at a girl and scratched her? Wow. Anyway, sorry. We're not sitting here like, beef. It's not. If we saw him walking down the street, we'd probably be like, yo, that Armenian guy. Oh, man, he looks nice.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's the guy? That's him? We wouldn't know him because we don't, that's not like our lane of stuff. We're not saying like, oh, he's not big enough. We don't know. April's like, he's huge. Like, damn, that's good for him. Mm-hmm. 2 fools out of Buffalo doing stuff. That's great. two, you know what I mean? Connected somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Marty looks so pissed off.
I was like,
you guys should have seen his face when I talked to him. Like, but you got to talk about the Keemstar. Yeah, we'll talk about it. You look so pissed.
Nah, you got to understand. I'm the type of person that I carry shit with me for a long time. If something really bothers me, it's kind of with me on my mind for a long fucking, like years.
Yeah, I get it.
It'll just be slightly annoying me for a long fucking time. You know,
no, for sure.
Like, you know, shit like that, but it's all fucking good.
Report on that. I don't know. I just think it's funny. There's a lot of stuff. Oh man, we could say so many things. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not like, and that right there, like if you don't care about it, why'd you talk about it? Because I wanted Marty to talk about it because we've talked about this before, and every time I see the guy, I go, "This is the guy we're talking about." So I just thought it was funny. All right, because a lot of you from season 1 know that story, and now you're like,
kind of
wait,
weak not to say his name season 1. Like,
yeah, you didn't want to say his name, you didn't want to talk about who it was, but also, we're not those type of people. Like, yeah, and this guy, let's talk about it. We're not into the whole podcast beef thing. You know what I'm saying? So there's just a lot of stuff that we can talk about. Like today, I'm about to get into some. I'm gonna get into a long story right now, but I think we should light up a joint. It's been 36 minutes.
Yeah, YouTube, you got to respect it. Goddamn.
30 minutes?
Did that little story jointless.
Jointless. You have yours right there?
Which one do you suggest here? What you got?
I don't know. That one's from Sacramento. It's We Don't Smoke the Same. Right off the bat, I could tell they were from Northern California. They're all cool.
These ones?
Try that one. And this one's called Bars by Blaine. All right, let's do this. What's up, everybody? It is officially December. Christmas time is coming. And for the holiday seasons, make sure your balls aren't gross. You're about to be around your family and stuff, so you need to make sure. So right now, if you don't have nasty dick and balls, get it for a friend. And when you get it, go to manscaped.com. Use our code at checkout, YOLA. Code YOLA is 20% off plus free shipping. It doesn't get any better. If you have the guy in your life, you have your uncle or your dad or something, you don't know what to get him, just get him some Manscaped stuff. They're going to see it on there and be like, oh, yeah, it's for men. They have the Performance Package 5.0 just in time for the holidays. The Weed Whacker Nose Hair Trimmer, you guys already know that comes with the whole package, comes with every single thing you can think of. They also have subscriptions, the Peak Hygiene Plan you can get on a monthly based subscription. They also have the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, the beard oil, they have every single thing to make sure you're on point this holiday season. Remember, that's code YOLA at manscaped.com. Code YOLA is 20% off plus free shipping on anything and everything. So as always, guys, thank you to Manscaped for supporting the show, and thank you for supporting the brands that support us. Back to the episode. All right, here we go, guys. Remember, when I say, but I don't care enough, like I don't care, it doesn't like bother me. The reason I'm about to talk about what I'm talking about, and like, if you don't care, why'd you talk about it? Because I am bugged about it 80 times a day. Every live chat, every interview I have ever done anywhere else, people bring this up or this person up, and I just like beat around it. Like, oh yeah, no, I never really met really that much. Because I don't like talking about stuff. Like I don't care about the drama. I don't care about, yeah, so-and-so, this. I don't care enough. That's why I don't talk about the shit. But at this point, like Marty, how many times a day do we get asked about this? Like constant.
Every day. There's certain things in the cannabis community that it's like.
Why?
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Huh, I never thought about that. No, they haven't. It's just kind of awkward. So what I'm about to talk about, you guys are going to be very like, whoa, really? This is something? It's not. It's nothing. It's not a thing. It's a mutual, I'm good. That's how I think me and this other guy feel about each other. And the reason for it, I think, is miscommunication, because I don't care enough to hate on someone. How many times we brought him up and go, I don't like me. And then I just keep talking.
Yeah, it's kind of
like, I don't like me. Like, and then I just keep doing what I was doing. And like everybody goes, why? Like, and I mean everybody. When my personal friends ask me about this person, I go, honestly, man, I think he just don't like me. I'm good either way, bro. You know, like I don't care. Like I got shit to do. Like, we have a great fans. It's not like I need some. You know what I mean?
But you want to make shit happen for the fans when you know they.
Yeah, but that's why we're even talking about this thing, because it's every single day. Every day I get tagged 50 times. Every time I've done an interview, how come you don't have so and so on the show? Oh, we just haven't connected yet, man. That's my like that's what I say to everyone. We just haven't connected yet. I'm sure we will. We just haven't connected yet. I say that everywhere I go because we're both in the cannabis space. So what I'm about to get into, guys, remember, this is not a oh, hater. Oh, I don't like that. This is not what this is. I don't want people going to people's pages and hating on shit. This is to clear the air. All right. This is 100% just to clear the air, because we get asked so much. And at this point, it's almost awkward that we aren't talking about it, because people ask so much. And I've seen other comments of other people, and they're sitting there long thread talking about, yeah, it is kind of weird. Something must be wrong. They must not like you. Something must have happened. Nothing happened. And here we're going to go. And I remember, people are going to say, if you don't care, why are you talking about it? It's because the fans need to know why I feel this way, because I explain myself very, 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 very well. I go into long detail about everything, because I don't want you to mishear me. I don't want anything to be messed up. I don't want my information to be skewed in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to talk about this, and this is exactly what's been going on. And let me throw it back to when I was like 17 years old. So guys, who I'm talking about, what I'm talking about is, a lot of you have asked for this person to be on the show, but a lot of you have asked this question: how come you never do anything with cookies? How come you never, ever, ever have done an interview with Burner? How come you guys don't do cookies reviews? I've never seen cookies in any of your videos, Thomas. You've never even been to the store. You know what? Now that I think about it, do these fools not like each other? I get that all the time in my DM. And guys, I've got that for the past 7 years. So it's not like, Oh, he's just trying to get content, huh? Oh, he's going to talk about it because a couple people asked. 7 years straight since DMs came to Instagram, it's been happening. Since we started a podcast, I have right here. How many times do we get? Oh my God. It's constant. When you're going to have Werner on the show? When you're going to have Werner on the show? And what I always say is, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll connect. I'm sure we will. Because I don't want to talk about what the awkward situation is. And I know obviously you're going to see this too. So Bert, obviously I got no ill feelings. I am getting high at my house. I'm smoking bowls and taking dabs. Don't care. But I need to say it because I need to say what I say to my friends because there's some things missing. There is a line of communication that is crossed because when I talk, I have a friend that knows him, a couple friends that know him, and a couple of his friends know me.
Sure. And
they've brought it up before, but you guys don't do nothing. But I gotta be honest, man. I just don't know if I don't know if he likes me that much because I got kind of awkward vibes. Like I always wondered why you guys never did nothing together because you guys are both in the weed space, California'd out. Hey. You guys are like opposites, different, but the same. Like we do a lot of similar things. I just, I'm like more just like making people laugh. He makes music. Even his own homies have been like, nah, because you both like smoking weed and watching funny stuff. You guys will get along. So what's the problem? I go, bro, I don't know. And I always end it with this. Gotta be honest though, like I don't care enough to like let it to make me wonder. Like I did for the first couple months. I was like, what did I do something? Did I do something? So let's start it off. So 100%, we got no ill feelings whatsoever. Do your thing. How many times, Rosie, have I go, that fool don't like me? Crushing it though. Oh, yeah, he's crushing it. Damn, he's crushing. That's sick. We talk about like that. I don't know. I don't care. That's just like, I don't care. Like, I don't, when it's like, oh, that fool don't like me. So you don't like dislike the person. You just go, do your thing. I don't, not in my realm, not on my mind.
Indifferent.
Yeah, just indifferent. Like, I don't, good for you though, bro. Like I saw, you know how many people tagged me in the Forbes cover? I went, Sam, brown fool on the cover of Forbes? Oh, shit. That's sick. Like, even I'm juiced, and I kept scrolling. I was like, we'll probably be homies, but I don't care enough to go reach out and be like, yo, we should hang out. If we bump into each other, we hit it off, I feel like Werner and I are stepbrothers, Dale and Brennan. And I think there's do we have similar interests? Like, yeah, bro, we probably do. Because all his homies like, why, you guys smoke weed and like laugh at stuff. Why wouldn't it be a friendship? I go, I don't know, bro. Just doing my thing. That's how it's happened from a lot of our, like we have like 2-3 mutual like rap homies.
Yeah.
And
you guys have put like entrepreneurship through like weed branding, like in social media.
And the thing is like, we don't follow each other. I guarantee he's not searching my page, doing his own thing, just like I'm doing my own thing. Mm-hmm. So when people tag me on stuff, is the only time I see stuff from him. So I'm like, oh, damn good shit. And I just go back to my life because I don't, it's an indifferent. So this is me clearing the air. I want to talk about it because we're going into 2024. All right. We're going to 2024. I'm fully trying to, we're about to do a lot of good stuff, a lot of great things. And this is for the fans. I'm talking about that. You guys know there's a lot of people that I'm not going to do stuff with. I don't work with. Just we don't see eye to eye. But I'm not sitting here going, nah, I don't like that. I'm only talking about this cookies burner thing because people ask, they want it so bad. You guys ask so bad. And this is the reason why on the chat I always go, yeah, maybe one day. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll get back to you. I always say that because I don't know where it stands, and I'm not going to be like booking manager. Reach out to his booking manager so we could talk, bro. If we talk, we talk. If we don't, we don't. But this is our invitation to you. Like if you want to, bro, there's a seat right there. Come down because our fans have been asking constantly, and I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good to like, hey. That's not my number. That number texts you, you suck. That's not even my number. And then we go, wait, what? I think that's what it is. Because honestly, man, I don't care. So let's get into it to show you. Like I really don't care. Like I didn't have any ill feelings. So let's get into this story because I go into detail a lot. Here we go. 17 years old, 18. So Fresh is a store in Santa Cruz. The Catalyst has a lot of Bay Area artists at Santa Cruz venue, right by Streetlight Records. Damn. Santa Cruz, there's a store, like I said, So Fresh. Matt and Jack own it. Jack is DJ Jack is DJ Rax. They always have a lot of DJ. That's where I found DJ Fresh albums. DJ Fresh presents. That's where I found the D-Lo album. That's where I found Roach Gigs. They gave me the first Roach Gigs, Roach Balboa. So I was going in there, buying a lot of hip hop albums, a lot of records. I'm a Burner fan. Very big Burner fan. I was trapping it out. He's talking about trapping it out. Jacka was one of my favorite rappers ever. And then Drought Season came out. Drought Season 1 is one of the best collaboration albums of all time. I still bump it. And every time I hear it, I'm like, God, I wonder why this fool don't like me. I swear. And I'm like, I don't care. I still bump it. I'm like, gosh, that first album, all the verses on that album are too hard. I think about them all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Burner fan. I have the first 6 of his albums autographed by him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, all my Burner albums are autographed. All of them. I have Burner autographed posters.
Like, you met him and he signed them, or you bought him
like
signed?
7 times I've met this guy.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So back to this So Fresh. They would do in-stores right before the guys go on the stage. They do in-store, sign records, sell merch out of So Fresh. It's a hip-hop store.
This just made me sad.
Right?
Fuck.
Oh, you didn't know that? I'm sorry. See, we're not sitting here just talking shit about you, man. Like, even Mari doesn't know about some of this stuff because we don't talk. It is what it is, bro. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If you're going to be nice, you're going to be like friends with us. If you're not, totally cool, keep smoking. Your weed doesn't suck because you're not friends with me. My weed doesn't suck because I'm not friends with you. Do your thing.
My kid's got a cookies hoodie.
See what I'm saying? All right, look. All right, here we go. So, they used to let me, cut the line at the in-stores because I was Shireen's little brother. And Ralph was the manager of Streetlight Records. Mm-hmm. So Ralph knows Matt and Jax. They'd be like, yo, this is Shireen's little brother. They'd be like, oh, you like hip-hop? She'd be like, actually, I have his album. Can get signed? I'm like, come over here. They used to skip the line time. I met Jacka and Hustler when he first got out of prison, all that stuff. I met everybody there, dude. So I meet Burner there. And I buy the first cookie shirt before it's a cookies brand. It's So Fresh times cookies. And it's the Girl Scout cookies face, the green, but she's blowing smoke. Yeah, I hope he watches this. I have that first shirt.
Damn.
I was one of the first people to get it. The day you dropped it in Santa Cruz, I was 18 years old. Didn't even have my weed. Just got my weed card. So they gave me a large. Matt, he's like, I saved you one. Bro, you got me the Burner shirt? Oh my God.
Is this all pre-Taylor Gang like used on his mixtape shit?
It's pre-Taylor Gang. Okay. Yeah. It's pre-Instagram. I'm selling packs only. That's all I'm doing. Selling packs, working at me and Ed's going to college. Mm-hmm. Burner fan. He's going to make you guys like, I'm a fan of people. When I'm look at.
You're really a fan of people.
I'm a fan of people. If I like your music and I liked it, I'm not going to be like, oh, he don't like me. We don't fuck with each other. But that first album, man, ooh, like I'll still love it. And like listen to what I'm about to say to you. I was 18 years old. I got the shirt. I didn't even take a picture because I only had a flip phone because I was trapping and I didn't have a smartphone because I didn't care about pictures. I didn't even get a picture with Burner. I didn't get a picture with Jack. I got a picture with none of these photos. It's got autographs. Like all my posters signed in my house.
It wasn't even the picture era yet.
No, hell no. I had a Koi. Nokia Koi. Yep. So, by the way, this is burning bars by Blaine. This is burning fire. So, here we go. I get my cookie shirt before it's even cookies. I'm like, oh my God, hell yeah. And then we go to the show at Catalyst. And they let me in the 21 and up section. I'm 18. I'm upstairs. I meet Jay Stalin. I'm a Jay Stalin fan. I meet him like, oh my God, did I just meet Jay? I'm 18 years old. Like, dude, I love this. I got his albums. He just said, what up? He's so nice. Hell yeah. So I'm still standing there and Matt's like, yo, you want to meet Burner? I go, what? So you want to meet him? And I went, Matt, I want to meet him. And it was me and Jeebus. Are you ready for what I'm about to tell you? The story I'm about to tell you? this is why I go above and beyond like all the time. So like when I meet people and like they like make my day. Listen to this. People think, man, I hope you're listening to this shit. You think I'm hating on you and I don't like you? Listen to the story I'm about to tell. Listen to this. It's me and Jeebus, 18 years old, in the 18 and up section like this. We're not even, I mean, the 21 and up section, like, how the hell? We're the catalyst. We go to the catalyst all the time. Nicotina shows everything. We always look up to the 21 and up section. We can never go up there. Now I'm looking down, going, I'm not even allowed to be here. Hell yeah. So there we are. We're up there for like 5 minutes. Maddie comes back with burner. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, big fan, man. Thank you. And I'm wearing the shirt. He's like, hey, the shirt. I go, thank you. Appreciate it. And Jeebus meets him. We're like, yo, we appreciate it. He goes, bro, thank you for listening. And he goes, actually, stay right here. Give me 1 second. Fool goes back downstairs, goes to the green room where I would be 5 years later chilling with B-Real and Method Man and smoking right behind that door. Like 5 years later, right behind that door, we'd be smoking it out because we'd be doing the weed influencer stuff. Anyway, making videos. Like, I always wonder what was behind that door. And now I know. Anyway, that's later. Goes through that door, comes back out, and he goes, here, man, smoke that. And this fool gives me a nug, like a 2-gram nug. And he goes, that's the cherry pie. And I went, the cherry pie? He had just dropped a song. He talked about the cherry pie in it. This is like 2009 or 10. I remember when I put Weekend at Bernie's, the album, into my CD player as I was taking a delivery, the first delivery of the day on a Saturday when I was working at Me and Ed's. And I was all 210 shit. And I went, damn, it's 2010. Wonder what I'm going to be doing in like 10 years. And I put the album on and just started driving, smoking bowls, taking my deliveries. And then, you know what I mean? Then a month later, he gave me a nug of cherry pie. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Whoa. And I listened, and he's like, yeah, smoke that. I went, thank you, man. Appreciate it. No picture, no nothing. He left. The second he got out of you, me and Jeebus like lost our mind. Like, yo, what? Didn't smoke the nug. Went back to Ralph's house because that's where we stayed. Ralph. Went back to Ralph's house, took it out of my pocket, and me and Jeebus for like 20 minutes talked about how could we preserve it and put it in a frame. Like, yo, you know who just gave us this nug? We can't smoke it. We gotta save it, bro. What? Like, that's how juiced I was. So to say for people to be like, and it's, anyway, we'll go on to that later. Bro, it was a 2-gram nug. I was willing to epoxy and frame it. I'm a fan. Okay, I'm a fan. Fast forward.
But hold on, who ended up smoking the nug?
Me and Angie was smoking that night. Because what happened was in my pocket through the concert, and it got kind of compacted to where the trichomes kind of get like pushed down, and it kind of looked like a flat nug instead of like the trichome down. I mean, when he handed it to me, I could not believe it. I was like, this fool just gave me a nut. I listen to you every day, the Jacket every day. I sell packs.
What a cool move.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I do that shit to people all the time. I do it all the time. Everywhere I go, I give people shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo, have a good day.
That's
man.
what
For real.
Planted that seed in your mind.
That and Equipto being really nice to me. Like a year before that, he's a rapper. He was super nice to me. And Christopher Titus, when he was real nice to me. I always thought, if I ever get like fans, I'm gonna be very nice to them. Because why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, fast forward a couple years, I'm just trapping it out, doing my thing. Drought Season 2 comes out, Drought Season 3 comes out. Traffic comes out with Al Pacino. The Messy Traffic was with Al Pacino and the Jacka. No, that's Devil's Rejects. It was Traffic. Yeah, it was Traffic. I'm slipping. It's been a while. Anyway, I started Instagram. Let's move on to the story, guys. I'm telling you all these pieces because I want you to see fan, still a fan. And where it started going, I feel weird, like super supporting someone I feel like is kind of like doesn't like me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
Which is not like, I'm not trying to be a hater, like, well, if you liked the stuff before. No, it's not like I liked the stuff before. Listening to the words of someone that I'm like, oh, that guy's kind of, I don't know if he's kind of mean. I don't know if he's mean to me. Is he not like me or?
It's hard to listen to somebody you're like connecting with somebody when
you're connecting with somebody that I personally like, I don't think he likes me though. Like I didn't do nothing though. That's why I felt like I never did nothing.
What made you think that?
Here we go. So guys, here we go. I start Instagram. I start making my Nug toy pictures, start doing all that. One day I'm like, what about backgrounds to my pictures instead of just cool scene, my couch in the background? I was like, what if I started putting CDs? That's a CD connoisseur over here. And I'm like, what about like a trap lord Nug? I had a miniature desk, a miniature gun, revolver, a miniature phone, bags, little plants, a Nug. I put a Google Eyes on him. Got real close and looked like a whole scene of some dude, like almost like Scarface when he's like this in the bathtub.
Yeah.
It was like that look, but he had a desk full of I had jarred up weed in miniature jars, like a trap house. And in the back, I put the White Album, Burner's White Album, with the chick on the cover, 2 Tom signed autograph. I have all this is autograph in silver paint marker because it was a White Album, so it had a pop on it.
Sick.
Oh yeah, fool. Burner, I'm the kid you kept trying to buy all the Niner hats off of. You remember. I have all those vintage Niner hats. I wore to every one of his shows, and he's always like, whenever you want to sell those hats, I'm like, oh, I can't sell them, bro. My grandpa just passed away, too. I'm like, I can't sell it to you, bro.
He remembered and recognized?
I mean, he asked me to do 2 different times. Anyway.
Damn, what happened to those hats?
I have them all.
Oh, shit.
I have all of them. Man. I gave 3 hats to 3 Niner fans of my homies because they're vintage, like 80s. I'm like, yo, you'll take care of it. You'll take care of it. You'll take care of it. It's okay. I have 35 more. Keep it. Anyway, I make the pictures with the White Album. I make like 12 pictures with burner CDs.
As the backdrops. Wow.
But like viral pictures, dude. I'll find them and we're going to put them up in this
Are they
episode.
Like out of focus? Can you see that that's what they are?
Yes. Yeah, you can see that's what they are. The caption are his lyrics of the album.
Gotcha.
Like I'm just a fan, man. I'm just a fan.
This is like me and Benny, basically.
Yes, I'm just a fan, bro. I'm just a fan. I'm trapping it out. I was selling packs. This fool's doing nothing. 10 racks, 2 moves. That's a good look. Like, that's all I was trying to do, too. Like, the lyrics I'm bumping in my head daily. Like, oh, God. Come on, man. Like, that was my shit. And jacket, that was my stuff. Anyway, I'm making all these pictures. I start gaining, like, a real big following. Everything's going good. And then the reason I'm saying this is because I only talking about my point of view. His point of view might be, I don't remember that. And that's fine. Or that's not what I was saying to you. And that's not what the vibe I was trying to give you, Thomas. My bad. Or maybe it was. I don't know. But I'm saying it in this story because I need you guys to know where I'm at, super fan, why I felt that way I did, why I acted or continued to feel the way I did. And remember, this is not a exposing burner thing at all. This is just how I feel from a fan's perspective. His perspective might be, I don't know this fool. But the reason I'm bringing this up because like 2 years ago, I found out that he does know this fool. And that's why we're talking about this. Because remember, for 8 years, all I thought was he probably doesn't even know who I am. Maybe he just doesn't care. I don't care who I am. That's not what I mean. Like, he probably doesn't know that I'm a fan. He probably thinks I'm just hating on him. I've never done cookie stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I will figure out. I'll tell you soon, but we have one person that we both know, and I'm not friends with this person no more. Right after that is when all of this hating stuff started to happen.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not trying to blame it on that, but I know exactly how this person talks. I know the things that he said about other people that I'm like, bro, that's not true. I know that fool. Mm-hmm. I can only imagine what he said about me. Mm-hmm. To burn.
Yeah. Oh, I gotcha.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
So here we go. Make all these pictures, all this stuff. Great. I'm the Raw ambassador. I see Burner at the High Times Cup. I'm like, yo, I talked to Josh. You want me to get a picture with you? He goes, oh, yeah, for sure, man. I take a picture with him. I'm like, yo, nice to meet you, man. Totally cool. Nothing wrong. Fine. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is at the time I made a bunch of pictures for him. I just didn't want to fan out on him. I didn't feel weird. I had just made all those pictures with burner background. I just wanted, hey, man, my name's Thomas. You know, I'm a Raw representative. Josh asked me to get a picture with you. Could I get a picture? He goes, yeah, for sure. We took the picture. I'll find that picture too. And I'm just like that. taking a picture with him, with all the other Raw people.
Yeah.
That was it. Like nothing. I want to get the picture because we're Raw. He did Raw at the time. He was the other Raw person. This way before he started his other company. So like that's it. A couple of years go by, nothing. Like it's not like, oh, he didn't follow or like your picture, so you thought he didn't like you. No, I'm still just here. Fine, I'm chilling. Like, yeah, burner's burn. Like I'm still making my pictures. I'm getting my following. Push Trees has started. No weird feelings of any kind are here yet. And this is where I started feeling like, did I do something wrong? Because up to this point, I'm just a fan. Remember that. I'm just a fan that has a big following in the weed community. I'm a fan of this guy. I buy buying his albums consistently. Like, nothing wrong. So here we go. For a lot of you don't know, is I used to run all of the cookies pages.
I didn't even know that.
For real?
Yeah.
I could have swore I told you that. No?
Doesn't really ring a bell. I knew about the Raw page.
I started running the Raw page. I did a story time called The Truth About Raw Papers. You want to hear that story? Go watch it all. I used to run the Raw Rolling Papers page. I sparked that page to blow up. I gave him the steps and we talked about that. I didn't realize you're supposed to be getting paid for some of that stuff, but it's okay. You know, it is what it is. I learned my lesson. Now I market for myself. I started running all the cookies pages. Everything. Cookies SF, Cookies Sacramento. And then there was one other one that was like a cookies, like adjacent. It wasn't cookies yet. So what happens is Kind Stack. Kind Stack is like a medtainer. Not a medtainer. Kind Stack is like
The
1,
hockey
2,
puck
3,
things.
like hockey puck things that you put your weed in, right?
Yeah.
Cookies released one of those, but they did their own. That used to do one with somebody called Kind Stack. I went to meet with that guy. He was super nice. And I'm like, oh, you do the cookie stuff. Remember, I'm just like a weed person. Like, oh, yeah, you do the cookies one. He goes, no, we don't do it with them no more. I'm like, oh, okay. The only reason I brought it up is because that's why I knew of them too. It was like, long story short, it's some San Francisco shit. I go meet up with Mint Worldwide, their clothing company. And remember, guys, I had never made a legal dollar in my life. To run all 3 cookies pages, they paid me $4 a month, Marty.
Were you having so you're like making?
I would drive to San Francisco and Sacramento once a month, pick up one of every single thing they have in the store so I can film it, shoot it, and run the Instagram.
Oh, shit.
So I was getting thousands of dollars of weed each store. Then they pay me $4. I was struggling to make my rent. And he goes, how about $4K? I went, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to fucking throw. Remember when we got back in the car?
Yeah.
Lost my mind.
Could not believe that.
I can make my rent finally because I was just struggling. Just started Push Trees. Like I was just struggling. And they're like, yeah, we'll pay you $500 per page a week. And in my head I went, it's $4 what? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Totally cool. So I can just seem like, yeah, I'm used to this. Yeah, Luke, you could have paid me $2K. You could have paid me $2K, Luke. I would have did it for $2. Sorry. So I rented the page for a couple months. I go meet Worldwide. I didn't know you're not supposed to tell people money stuff. He asked me, he's like, how much do they pay you? And I'm just like, oh, you're nice. You give me clothes. I'm just going to tell you how much I get paid.
Yeah.
Because you asked.
Versus how would you answer that now?
I'm like, yo, they pay me, man. Like, oh, it varies.
Yeah.
Because that makes people feel weird. I didn't know that.
It's not other people's business.
I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know that he was just asking to ask. I'm only saying this because I was fired 2 days later, right? Mint Worldwide and Cookies, they're very close. I'm only saying this because I thought it was kind of odd. I'm like, I got fired 2 days after I told somebody how much I made. What? And remember, this is speculation. If I'm Burner watching this going, that's not true. Bro, I don't know. I'm only talking about the things that I see.
Your POV.
Remember, this is all. I told Mint Worldwide how much you get paid. And he goes, $4? And I go, I'm happy.
Is that good?
Yeah, I was like, he's like, that's a lot. I go, I got him $50K in 1 month. on 2 pages, 50K, 52K, and 48K on 1 page. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I got raw 250,000 in 29 days, 21 days. Come on, man. I know what I'm doing. Like, there's a reason why I'm doing this. There's a reason you gave me the reins to go. Anyway, do that, right? This is where I started. I only gave you that as backstory because I think maybe, here we go. I go to San Francisco. I walk in, dude, and literally the whole line's like, what? Yo, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, people care? This is before I like gotten recognized everywhere. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what? Okay, so weed stores, everyone's going to be stoked. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. I walked in and I'm like, people are hyped. Oh, man, this is cool. Anyway, I go in the back office. I'm talking to Luke, and it's where he gives me a stack of money and weed. He's like, hold on 1 second. We're just talking because Luke's a hilarious-ass person. Luke and Cookie split. So Luke is the owner. Connected. The big, huge brand Connected. Mm-hmm. That's who I'm talking about. He split and did his own thing. So they used to be Cookies, and then I don't know what happened. They had a falling out, so now he's Connected.
Yeah.
So this is pre-falling out. This is when everybody was just Cookies. Sorry. I'm only talking about this stuff, guys, because you asked so much, and you need to know why I think the way I think and why later on when I show you these tweets, why I was offended. Here we go.
Backstory king.
Backstory king for sure. 28 minutes of backstory. I don't give a shit. And there's going to be a bunch of people like, yeah, he don't care. He did a 35-minute story. Are you new? I took a shit one time, fell on my ass, and my mom found me. I will tell that 90-minute story. Like, that'll take me 90 minutes to talk about because I need to tell you. What was it? You know who Killer was. See, he used to smoke crack, and they made him fight his... That's how I feel. Like, you smoke entirely too much weed. That's how I feel. See, another thing. When I saw the Cookies half-baked thing, I went... Damn, that's tight.
Well, I don't know about that.
People tag me on everything. So I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not a hater. If you do good shit, you do good shit. I just don't care about the realm because I feel like we have a weirdness. So I'm like, let me just watch that and I'm going to go do my thing because I don't care, bro. I'm going to do my own thing. So that's why we've never done anything. That's why he's not been on the show because there's a weirdness and I'm getting into that. We got into a long confrontation. And that's why this is here. Ready? I'm at the back of the cookie store. He pays me. He goes, hold on, I'm going to take this call. He goes, oh, right now? Okay. Luke looks at me and goes, could you film something for me? I go, of course. I'm your social media guy. What do you need? He goes, Burner, Harry Gordy, and Be Real are about to be here. And in my head, I go, did you just say Burner about to be here? And Be Real? I just went to the 420 show with my mom to go watch Cypress Hill 3 years ago. And now B Real's he sat here high as hell wearing push trees on stage and shit.
Shut up.
Come on, man. Shout out to Be Real. Yeah, I'm a fan, man. So he says that and in person I go, yeah, I could film it. In my head I go, shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Holy shit. I'm like, yeah, let me know what's up. So he busts my phone out. They walk in, and it's just some curly hair guy, which is Harry Gordy, Burner, and then some big, giant, buff-ass fool. Remember, there's no DMs at the time, so it's all comments. I talk to a lot of growers, talk to a lot of people, have friendships online, people I've never met. They walk in, and this is where I felt weird. This is why I was like, was that weird, or is that did I do something? I go, what's up, man? I go to shake Harry Gordy's hand. I shake his hand. And then I go to shake Burner's hand. And then he just like turns around and hops on a call. And I was like, okay, I'll introduce myself after. Like, weird timing? Or was he like, I don't like this guy? Mm-hmm. But I also don't want to cause a scene because this is weird. I don't know. Then again, like, he's probably at home going, bro, I don't even remember that. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's why I'm only telling my POV because I don't know what you were thinking. I just thought it was weird. I was like, oh, I didn't mean to interrupt your am I interrupting?
It's the worst.
I felt awkward. Like, am I interrupting?
Yeah.
I'll introduce myself to him after. So I was like, I'll wait till you get to the phone and say, hi, I'm Thomas. Nice to meet you, bro. I'm a big fan. Like, what am I still going to do? By the way, I'm the fool from Santa Cruz. Like, I'm that dude. Jack and Matt, you'll, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I was just waiting for that opportunity to go, bro, I'm Jack and Matt from Santa Cruz. Like, I'm the kid. I'm the guy I'm the little guy. I was a little kid. Anyway, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I go to shake the next guy's hand, big buff ass fool, and I go, hey, nice to meet you, man. He looks at me. He's like, nice to meet you. And he goes, I'm a big ass fan, dude. And just goes, no way. And he's like all hyped up. He's like, bro, I'm such a fan. I go, yo, thank you. And he's like yelling in the office.
Is this like security dude or
big Mexican? And he goes, pulls me in close. I'm like, damn. And he goes, I'm Mr. Shabinsky. And I'm like, what? He goes, I'm Shabinsky. Me and him been talking in comments for 3 years. Like he's the Sherb guy. I'm like, yo, sick ass picture. I'm like, yo, bro, we got to smoke one day. Like we just talk because there's no DMs. He goes, I'm Shabinsky. Mario, nice to meet you. I'm like, what? Like, Mr. Shabinsky? He's like, Thomas, yes. The one in the comments is like, bro. And I get all stoked and he's like, oh my God. And he goes, would you smoke a joint with me? And I'm like, Mr. Shabinsky's a fan like that? I am so happy.
Is he like a legend in the community?
Yes, right. Mr. Shabinsky. Yeah. Shabinsky, the brand?
Yeah,
Shabinsky, this is the same person. Okay. Mario, shout out to Mario. Yeah. Gelato, Sherb, this is him.
Yeah.
So, here we go. He's fanning. I mean, like, I was genuinely happy. I'm like, this fool is so happy. I am so stoked.
Is this still pre-YouTube?
I'd never done YouTube yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So, actually, this is about a month or two right before. No, it's before my first video, the Wake and Bake video. It's right before my first video, or maybe during. That long ago. So I'm like, yeah, of course, man. Blah, 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 blah. Hell yeah, dude. And he's like, I'm going to my car. All right. And he runs out. And in my head, I'm like, yo, Mr. Shabinsky is so happy to meet me. I am so juiced. This man is a legendary breeder, grower. I love making Instagram videos. I was like, I can't believe we are here. This fool's about to pay me £4. I'm going to leave. This lasted 2 months, this job, by the way. I got paid twice.
For the cookies page.
Yeah. The cookie stuff, I got paid twice. But, I mean, $8K to do what I was already going to do for you for free? Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, he comes back in with the weed, and Luke looks at me and goes, hey, we're going to do some money stuff. Could you just step out real quick, and then we'll film after? I go, yeah, of course. So I walk out of the office and stand right on the outside of the door of the office, and then there's just fans in line like, yo. And I'm like, what's up, fool? I take a picture with him like in line, and I'm just standing there. And this is why I felt weird. All right, here we go. I don't know you, so I don't know what to call. Hey, Method Man. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's Spec to Tech. I feel weird. Every time I say the name, I feel like, hey. Like it feels weird. Like, so, because I'm talking direct, because people are always going to tag him 9 million times in this and make it look like I'm being a dick and talking shit. I'm only just talking about what happened. I'm standing there by the door. I hear the door open. I turn around like, oh, you want me to film? And it's Burn. He goes, hey, can you give me some waters? And I go, in my head, I'm like, I don't know where to. No, he goes, you give me some Hemp 2Os? And I'm like, I don't even know. I don't work here, man. I don't know where they're at. He goes, oh, my bad. And he looks at somebody else. Goes, yo, can you give me some Hemp 2Os? And he like closed the door, and I went, weird. You know I don't work here. Like, that's all I felt like. You know I don't work here. But also, like, maybe he doesn't. And that's me going and overthinking, going, but you know I don't. I've met you like twice already. I was just going to introduce him. Hey, I'm Thomas, man. I'm with Raw. Remember, we met you a couple times. Actually, I'm the guy from Santa Cruz with Maddie. Oh, are you? That's what I was going to say. I'm the dude with the Niner hat you try to buy. Like, bro, for real? You still got those Niner hats? That's what I was gonna hoping it'd be.
Ready to triple down on.
Yeah, but yeah, you know I'm that little kid, the one you gave the cherry pie to. Like, damn fool, for real? That's you? It just never got to come. That's why I wanted to talk. But he was on the phone, so I was like,
yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're a fan of someone, you're like, oh, by the way, also I know your dad, or something. You know what I mean? Like, also by the way, something like that.
There's layers to.
Yeah, but in my head, I'm standing there. The door closes. I'm like, you know, I don't work here, right? I was just, Maybe he thinks I work here, like I'm a social guy and I work here or something. All right. But we've met, but it's okay. It's okay. That's where I was like, weird. Okay. So let's move on. That's just, and look at, remember guys, these are just instances that I'm breaking down going, that was awkward. That was weird. Very odd. And then, cool, right? Fast forward a couple years, I now meet the person that we both know. I meet this person, me and this person. I'm not going to put everything out there because that is not my business to talk about what they used to talk about. Okay, that's not my business. But I have a certain friend. That knows Burner, and that guy knows me too very well. He knows him very well. So obviously, when I show you some tweets later, that's who the person he's referring to. The person he's referring to played me very hard, and like I said, I love that fool. But if I can't trust you, I can't be around you. But he's very close friends with Burner, so I'm assuming when me and him had a falling out, he probably told this fool that I badmouth him or I do stuff, or I don't know. It's got to be something. It has to be something. You don't just look at like, oh, that guy does Yola stuff. Oh, the guy. Yeah, I've never interacted with him, but he must hate on me. Yeah, he hates on me. There's no way people just say stuff out of nowhere. There has to be some context. It has to be someone said something, because it doesn't make sense. I was just a fan. So like talking shit, like about what? Oh, I like your shit. What? What was on Seinfeld? You like Asian women? Isn't that racist? If I like their race, how could that be racist? Sorry, I have the Seinfeld shirt. I had to do it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I paid a lot of money for the merch and CDs and concerts. I have autographed posters and what? That's insane. That'd be like Benny getting here and be like, "Yo, yeah. Thomas, I like you. You already made it, right? You're the fool talking shit. You used to live in
exactly.
You stoic.
Been hating on me, right?
You've been hating on me since way back then. Like, what?
Are you
joking? That's how I feel in this situation. Like, yeah. What?
It has.
Are you joking?
It has to be that. It has to be that the dude.
100%. Of course it is, bro. Of course it is. That fool. Anyway, this mutual person, I don't want to talk about him too much. Let's just say I've seen him say stuff about people, and I'm like, that's not true. That's what I mentioned earlier. Mm. Like I know that guy. That's not even true. Why are you saying that about him? Are you making shit?
Like instigator.
Oh man. Oh yeah, exactly. Instigating person, bro. And me and him are like this. Don't like each other right now at that point. Mm-hmm. And that's when all of this started. I noticed after me and him stopped being friends. So what I'm going to talk about is this. Nothing ever happened. You know, time goes on, life goes on. We do this. He doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. I don't care. If it doesn't concern me, it's not positive in my life, I do not care. Don't pay attention. Unless someone tags me on it. I'm not, you know how small the square is on the tag? Every time someone tags you on something, Marty, it's like, I didn't post that. What is that? And you click and go, oh, you're tagging me on something.
Yeah.
That's when I get updates. Like, yeah. Weird. Because people tag me so much. Okay, so
thanks for everybody that tags us when these big companies put out, who's your favorite weed creators or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's just helped us out a little bit.
So continue. Ready? This is where everything changes. Me and that guy don't like each other anymore. After that, I feel like nothing changed because we don't follow each other. We don't do videos with each other. I don't do cookies reviews. I just let it be. You know, like it's not in my world. He's not in my world. I'm not in his. Why would we? Not everybody has to be best friends.
Yeah, just move on.
And there's like a slight awkwardness because I felt that there was a slight awkwardness, even though I've only seen him in person. Like, what's up? I even felt like, did I do something? I told you that in the beginning of this. Did I do something? Mm-hmm. And I'm scanning in my head like, Thomas, were you hating on this fool and you just don't remember? I'm like, first off, I don't remember something. Yeah, right, fool. I'm like, no, because I've talked to, like, say for instance, Germzilla. He brought it up like, yo, you should do like a Push Trees cookies. And I'm like, this is back when he was still working for Pink Dolphin. He knows Burner well. I know Germzilla. He knows Germzilla well. And he's like, yo, and I'm like, I told him like, I don't know if he likes me. I gotta be honest, bro. This is after me and my homie fell out with each other. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't. He's like, really? He goes, you guys would get along. You was watch good stuff and like watch funny shit and smoke weed and do business. Like you guys would probably get along. I go, honestly, man, I was a fan. I haven't bought an album in like 2 years because I don't. It's kind of awkward when I think the guys kind of like don't like me. And he even said, he goes, something happened because there's no reason for it. Like you guys are not, you're from the same state. You do the same shit. I go, Germ, believe me when I tell you, I think I've thought about it many times. Like, what is the problem? I don't know the problem. Don't care. At this point, don't care. Doing my own thing. Not everybody has to be homies. It's fine. But if like it was a case of like, yeah, be homies, like that, yeah, what's up, fool? Like,
Of course.
You know, I waited in lines and shit to watch you. So continue. Anyway, I got a fan base. I'm doing my own thing. People, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing my stuff. Oh, it's dripping.
This bitch is dripping.
So, continue. Fast forward. It's 2021. We'll put these up over the screen. And then this happened on Twitter. And the reason I'm bringing it up, once again, people are like, damn, you're bringing up 2-year-old tweets, fool. What are you just trying to, like, every day I get tagged on stuff. All right. Mm-hmm. So when we started a podcast, you brought up Murder 90 times. And the first time you brought it up, I said, what? That fool hates me. That's all I ever say. Yeah. That fool. After I saw these tweets, I went, oh, that fool hates me.
I've never really fully understood this.
This is what's going on. Like, our mutual friend, that has to be it, because here's the tweets. I've never said anything in public about a bad. And the only time we've ever said anything about the guys when people bring it up personally, like Bootleg Kev, off camera, he goes, during our podcast, he brought up Burner. And I was like, yeah, man, I saw that. It's just dope. After he goes, yo, you should, you should have him on. You should have him on. I go, yeah, we just haven't connected. He goes, I'm surprised you guys never met. I go, we've met, but like we haven't done no content. We just never connect. I'm sure we will. That's what I said to Bootleg Kev. Mm-hmm. Then he came to our show, and then he asked about Burner again, and I told him like, that fool hates me, and he went, stop. What did you say? I'm like, you don't like me. I said it funny. I don't be like, he hates me, Bootleg Kev. And I went, he don't like me, bro. And he goes, why? He goes, I don't know, but it finally figured out, like on Twitter, like, yeah, he don't like me. So before all this, when people bring it up, I go, oh, we just haven't connected. Oh, maybe we will. Oh, we just won't do this. I just said, I don't care. Something's off. Something's off. I only had speculation until I saw these tweets. All right. So I'm about to talk about this, and this is why I want to say it. So Burner, right here. When you tweeted this is when I got my reassurance, like, oh yeah, there is an awkwardness. Something's off. Someone said something, because this don't make no sense. Because I'm scanning my brain on people that know you and I know you. I only know Pie Guy, which is your breeder. Kenny Powers, shout out to Kenny Powers. I saw him 2 nights ago. I told Rosie, I saw Kenny Powers. He walked up to me at an event. I'm like, what's up, fool? He goes, how you doing? Hit this. He had a joint with no filter, because that's how he does it. I hit this joint. He explained it, what it was. I went, that's different. He grabbed it. He goes, I'll see you in a little bit. And he walked off. I'm like, this is the smoothest fool ever. He just went, here, try this. Remember in Wayne's World when we're not worthy. And Alice Cooper does this. That is Pie Guy with like, yeah, you want to try? Want to try some F1 Durban?
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And then he levitates because he's got all the flavors. I love that fool. He's so cool. He's such a cool ass dude. Anyway, like I only know like one other person that knows him, and that's the guy I'm not friends with anymore at all. And he knows Burner very well. Mm-hmm. And I know my old homie. I know how he is. That's why a lot of reason why we're not homies anymore. Mm-hmm. So I could only imagine the shit he's been saying. Yeah, and that fool said he just goes to the mall and buys cookie shirts and burns them. Or something crazy, you know? Or something nuts. I can only imagine.
People like that fuck shit up.
Yeah, because nothing has ever happened. Sorry, nothing's ever happened, man. So
a dude like that is the reason why, like, me and like Jamal, all my homeboys haven't talked before or since like 10 years over some nonsense like that.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. So I'm gonna get into this. So I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not saying this like, oh, he's got to come on the show to explain himself now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it, and I'm sure 90 people are gonna tag you on this. And shoot me a DM, dude. If you want to talk about it. If you don't care, then don't care. It's totally cool. But someone named Marty asks me all the time, we should get Burner on here, talk about it. I go, no, it's not a therapy session. We got to talk about it first in person. And then if we're like, oh, okay, we're friends now, you should come on the show. I don't want to sit here and go, therapy session. Well, you said that you didn't like my stuff. Yeah. Like, that's how we're going to act to each other. And not really how we're going to talk, but that's like, that's like, it's just weird.
There's things that need to happen for the community.
That's why we're talking about this today.
Point, like,
because people ask us, so we put a wish list. He's like number 2 after Joey Diaz. Bro, people ask constantly. It's to the point where I'm like in my head going, Thomas, you just got to talk to this fool already, because it's almost awkward that you keep avoiding the question for people. Because everybody I talk to say he's a super nice dude. I'm a super nice dude. What's the problem? Also, like if you don't care, bro, same. It's totally cool. Like if you don't care to come here and talk about it, bro, that's fine. I just need to put it out in the air. Because people ask so much. Even Bootleg Kev's like, no. Something's wrong. What do you say? I'm going to put you two together. Nah, something's wrong here. Nah, you guys would love each other. And I went, Bootleg Kev, man, like, it's cool, dude. You don't got to moderate. You're good, dude. I swear to God, he's doing fine without our friendship. If he wants to, like, talk one day, maybe we, like, hit it off and go, ooh, you like that weed? Yeah, me too. Here, check us out. All right.
This fool is enterprising though. I've been following his Instagram across the
Marty follows Murder heavy. He like, bro. It's a very good. It's a pretty wild story that guy's got.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm not a hater. That's all I got to say. All right, here we go. Not a hater, man. So like,
you could have probably
do good
told
shit.
his story, you know, in a different perspective than probably any host.
I could have said all of this as a hateful ass fool, like, well, he doesn't like me, and started tweeting at me. go tag him and say Thomas for president or something dumb. No, I don't care. Today we were coming out for a solo episode, and I was like, you know what? I need to air this out already, because Marty's asking me every other week, whenever you feel like you want to talk to Brian, we should get him on the show. Like, Marty, it's just going to be weird, dude, because he don't fucking like me. That's all I say. He don't like me.
It's so weird
man.
to hear that. Like, it's the only time I've ever heard that.
Anyone that's ever, because I beat around the bush, and I'm go, oh, we just haven't connected. I've only told he don't like me to like 4 people. After like the 3rd time they've asked me about it.
Yeah.
But like, it was the 2nd time I honestly, like, he don't like me, bro. Let's just leave it at that. It's just awkward. He goes, what? So I'm sorry for beating it into the ground, but here we go. So 2 years ago, this guy on Twitter said, Holka, bro, Dope as you got to get Burner on the podcast. Burner retweeted it. It says he's been hating on me for years, which I never understood. And I have a photographic memory. That tweet has been changed since, because it said, I mean, I'm good at, I know what I saw. And it says, he's been hating on me for years, which I never understood. Don't understand. Never understood it. Don't care to understand. But now it's changed. Maybe I just didn't find that tweet, but I have a great memory. Anyway, I'm screenshotting, and people are like, damn, you're screenshotting. Are you trying to start beef and drop? No, this is me going after 7 years going, oh, that guy doesn't like me, I think. I think it's just this one mutual friend talking about dumb. Because here we go. And I wrote back, literally never said a word about you. I have 3 signed CDs from you when I used to go to your shows in Santa Cruz. Bought the first cookie shirt ever made at So Fresh. Have multiple pics with your CDs on my Instagram before that got deleted. If this is hating, then I'm a hater. That's what I wrote. Yeah. And then boom, he responded, just heard from some mutual friends and from different circles you have spoken about me a few times. Glad it's not the case. Much love, bro.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, there's only 3 people that we know are the same people.
I mean, this is all adding up.
When he said that, I went, hating ass mutual homie. I know exactly what he's saying, bro. Because I'm not trying to get into it about what he has said, because I'm not a gossiping ass girl. I'm not trying to throw down girls. I'm not a gossiping ass bitch, all right? I'm doing good, not cussing today. I'm doing pretty good.
People will pick the most horrible thing they can think of and just throw it out there about you. Like,
like
those type of people.
I promise, man, since 2012 to 2019, I'm not hating on you because I don't have time. All I was cared about was hoping to make my rent. All I cared about. And for those 2 months when I was running cookies, I didn't have to worry. And other than that, that's it. Oh, after that thing where we met and they're like, yo, can you give me some water? I was like, I don't work here. They fired me 2 days later.
Okay.
That's why I was weird. I'm like, is it because I told that fool how much I get paid? And then maybe he told him. He goes, we're paying that kid $4K to run the pages. Fire him and find someone cheaper. That's what I thought in my head. I'm like, damn, did they fire me after they met me? Oh my God, am I a dick? That's what. Did I do something? I got fired 2 days later after I was crushing it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, does he don't like me or something?
Yeah.
And then all these tweets. Anyway, he's much love. That's what he said. And then this is what I said. I have no friends I chill with regularly that know you personally. 100% misunderstanding or someone we both know is a hater. All good. I thumbs up, and that was it. I just said that because I know exactly what is going on. I know exactly who I don't talk to anymore, who knows him very well, and I know the type of person they are. And all he did was like start a fake awkwardness between 2 people that do fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yo, that's it. I just wanted to throw that out there because the tweets finally reassured me, like, oh, yeah, there is an awkwardness. Something is there. I knew it wasn't just me, bro, because when I'm at Cups and we pass each other, I'm like, ooh.
Since that tweet or no?
Ooh. No, I haven't been to any events since 2021, really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you
it's all
felt
been
it.
COVID.
You said,
oh, yeah, I felt it. We had booths right across from each other. And I was like, remember it? Like, dude. Not like no one's like dogging me. I just felt like this should be. Where's the barrier? Why is there a barrier between these booths? We all smoke. We sell clothes. We're doing the same. Something's wrong. What's wrong? Because we're over here dying, laughing, having fun the whole time. Why aren't we doing that together? We're right across from each other. We're in California. We're both brown. Central Valley was a shop in my town.
yeah.
Like it's kind of that's why I was like, it's kind of awkward. Like, what did I do? And now I realize like I didn't do anything. It's this full talking. It has to be, because I never said anything. I would know if I went, all right. So one time I said something to somebody. I was feeling this type of way. I found out that it wasn't that, and Cookies didn't do that. That's probably what. I don't have that story. And if I did have that story, I would say it. Like I always say, I think Drake is awesome. When I did my Spotify list, he's my number 1 listened to person. Oh man. Then it says Benny.
Shit.
Then it says Benny under it. I'm like, Drake's my number 1 listened to person.
I was curious about that.
Are you serious? I screenshotted it and went, my old fans are gonna make fun of me.
What era of Drake are you listening to? Like new Drake?
No, like the past 7 years. The reason why I said that is because I used to be a Drake hater.
Yeah.
I used to be I made a video once, and it was me with my headphones in, and it was, you late on your rent, something, or is Drake just murdering Spotify? And it was like me throwing my headphones off. Like, oh, it's like, try weed. It was like an Advil commercial I made.
Yeah.
I was Drake just ruining Spotify. And that was like one of my, when I was still I was a hater because everybody used to say Drake's the best rapper. He's the best rapper alive. And I was like, no, he is not. Shut up. Now I hate him. I don't like that guy. Best rapper alive. He wasn't saying it. The fans were.
Yeah.
how am I going to hate on something for the love other fools have? And everybody's like, nobody knew who Mac Dre was until he shouted him out in that song. I'm like, what did you just say to me? And I started getting so mad. Like, he didn't say that. Why are you mad at him?
Yeah.
People hate on me all the time.
You shouted out your guy.
Yeah, and everybody's like, nobody knew who Mac Dre was until Drake said it. I go, shut up. I'm like, that's not true. Everybody knows that's not true. You're just dumb.
Yeah.
Drake didn't say that. Why would I hate on Drake for something that his fans said?
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing. And that's when I went, Thomas, you're a hater. And I stopped. 2015, I stopped. I was like, I'm a hater. I got to stop because hating is the only thing I was like very I was on it with music, and I was not a Drake fan at all. Mm-hmm. If you listen to Drake and it was your number one guy, I'd be like, oh, and then I was like, I got to stop hating on him, and I listened to it and went, this is who I've been hating on. I'm a dummy. I'm so dumb. And then the future one came out with Drake and Future, and I've just been a fan ever since. I'm tripping. I was hating on somebody for the love fools had for him, and
that's funny.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah,
that's not his fault. It's just like how dumb of my mindset of like, you're not the best. You're trash. You know, Del Funky Homo Sapiens more lyrical than this fool. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, he's just making his own music, making stuff. Why are you hating on him? Because people love him that much that they say he's the greatest, blah, blah, blah. Who cares they have another opinion of you? Mm-hmm. Who cares? And that's when I was like, Thomas, you're turning into a hater. The reason I bring this up is because Drake, I think, is awesome. Mm-hmm. I think that fool's hilarious. And in the movies I've seen him, he's funny. On top of that, he can drop number ones non-fucking stop, always. Him and Kanye West are two of the top fools right now that can like, yeah, I'll give you my Rolodex. You want a number one? That one, go. Oh, we want to feature number one. All right, got you. Girl or boy? That's Drake. And you can't knock it. Mm-hmm. Hardest fool right now. He can do what he wants. 8 years ago, me saying that, I would have been like, Thomas, yeah, right. You want him on your show. I used to be a hater, and that's why I talk about it. Don't be a hater. I used to hate Drake, and now look at me. All I did was go, check yourself, fool. And that's why I'm saying this. The reason I brought up the Drake thing is, if there was a reason or a thing that I used to hate on Burner for, I would have said it. Nothing was.
You weren't bashful about hating on people,
and not even hating. Speaking my mind about how I felt about it, my deep opinion. But also, like, not everything warrants your opinion. Like, people are like, I'll just state my opinion. I can't say it. Well, leave it in the comments. Nobody cares about your hated ass comment.
Like, in the comedy world, this exists with like comedians like wanting to, maybe they feel
they're jealous. Yeah, they feel threatened.
They don't want it. They kind of block somebody's path when they could have helped them out. If the dude maybe helped them out in the past, and then they get on, and then they kind of block music wise. No, I'm talking about comedy. Oh, you know, like comedians, that definitely exists. That's why, like, when
you're not saying about this situation with me and Brenner.
No.
I was like, what the?
Well, I'm saying it exists. Similar thing like exists in that world, but then when you came into this space, the first thing you did was like, let's get Goblin, let's get Eric Khan. Let's get
yeah.
The hater thing to do would be like.
No.
Yeah. Like the opposite of that. Like, let's lift everybody up for this whole community.
Real quick, with you saying that, there's a lot of people that tag like up and coming weed tubers and all that stuff. This is the reason why we don't have every weed tuber on. I'm going to say this right now because there's a lot of people that tag me and stuff like, you're slipping not having this guy on. He's up and coming. You should help him out. This is not the weed content creator podcast. Look, we had Eric Goblin on and Raw OG right off the bat, right? Mm-hmm. I follow all three of those people. All three of those people have a great story behind them. They've been doing content for years, and there's only a few people on earth that I can relate to in the quarrels and dilemmas that I've had. Goblin's definitely one. Eric's one. Brandon's definitely one. So we had those three content creators on. And a lot of people always hit me up like, you're a hater ass fool not getting the smaller content creators. Why? Because they won't bring views. Bro, I don't know you. I don't follow you. And a lot of people say, well, you didn't know Trap Lord Ross that good. He is not a weed content creator. You know how many people I have like chilled with once or twice, and it turns out they've been using my name to sell packs and or be like, yeah, I know this fool. Yeah, no. And then I'm good. Okay. Let me just say this now. There's some content creators out there, you guys tag me every single day to have on. Sometimes I don't mesh with people. All right. I've met a certain content creator and I'll leave it up to this. I don't even want to say names because then it's just going to keep it going. I met a certain content creator, right? Met him. Nice dude. Super cool guy. I'm going to say that right now. He's a very nice person. I don't think he's a bad person. But you guys tag me 90 times a day. Have him on. If there's content creators of weed that I want on here, we'll reach out to them. If they want to come on, they'll come on. But like with the weed content, it's harder for us to have it on because all we're going to do is sit here and talk about what gets us flagged. Like, yo, so you took a bong rip once, yeah? And a lot of people say, well, Raw OG just takes bong rips. Raw OG has millions of fans across his alter ego, Evil Mane. And that's what inspired my ass to go, wow, bro, that is the coolest thing ever. You have a whole nother thing. We got to get your story out there. Like that, how long did it take? It took me 3 months of watching Goblin. You asked over and over, got to get Goblin on. I'm like,
you educated me on because at first you didn't want to.
At first I was like, nah, dude, I watched one video talking about smoking crack. No, bro, I don't want to put that out there. And then I watched it go, oh, this is like story time.
It's a gifted storyteller.
This is sick. Because I saw like Crack Chronicle. No, dude, I don't want to put that out to our fans smoking crack. No.
You didn't want to have an active user on advocating to the fans.
Yes, I didn't want somebody that's actively doing drugs, and then what if they pulled ODs? Over they go play the clip over and over and over and over and over and tell the story and us laughing at it. It took me months of watching Goblin and I went, no, this fool is awesome. Yeah, he does drugs, but who cares? He's awesome. I like his stuff. He has a great and he tells amazing stories. Eric is the other biggest weed tuber and has awesome ass stories. And I know him. He's super smart, entrepreneur. That's why I wanted him on. He's been doing this for years. There's other content creators that are getting bigger that have been doing this for a little amount of time. Fulcrum we brought on because the fans tagged us 1.5 million times. And we had to look into it. Remember how many times I say,
that took months.
I don't know, man, because he's just going there smoking places out. I don't like people smoking out public places. It's kind of rude. No, I told you no 5 times. And I went, Marty, let me just watch a video. I watched the video and go, this is the nicest kid ever. I even said, like, this guy seems so nice. Yeah. I was so busy and like not thinking like, no, we can't just keep, we do content creator because we're going to get flagged. We're not going to do nothing. We're going to talk about this. And then I'm like, wait, this guy Fulcrum is so cool.
He's got this super cool message that he's hidden in all this wild shit.
Exactly. He's like a little bee. He's going to get you with his crazy lyrics and then just get you with the positivity at the end. Fulcrum is so cool. The second I watched the video, I went, oh, this guy's nice. I like this. And I watched like 3 videos and went.
Yeah, you thought he was on like some streamer. Like,
I thought he was on some weird, like be rude in public, smoke out. No, not at all. But look, it's going to take some time. The reason I got Fulcrum is the only other weed content creator exception. The fans tagged us so much.
And Chris Udala.
Well, Chris Udall, I actually follow on TikTok. Yeah. And I think he's funny. So we're like, yo, we got to get him on. Yeah. But see, this is the thing. Like, we can't just have people on. Like the IndieK guy. What if we had the IndieK guy on? Then a month later, he erased all his videos and became a cop. The guy's a cop now. He used to do weed content. Ask somebody to take all his content down. Anyway, like, we got to guard our, I guess, integrity.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to. And I'm not saying, like, oh, they're not big enough, you can't come on. That is never the case. We brought OG on. Brought my mom. She doesn't do Instagram. We brought OG on against his will. I just knew he was that funny. So you got to remember, like, we just because a weed tuber gets in their Discord and goes, hey, go tag Dope as Usual 9 million times.
We got to feel it. We have to get
with Fulcrum. We're like, yeah, I tagged us 1 million times. I don't care. Don't care. It took 2 months.
Literally bounced off us for a while.
For months. I'm like, dude, I just saw the videos of him blowing it up. The only video I saw was him yelling at that dude with the Slurpee and threw the Slurp. So I'm like, I don't want that vibe. And then I watched any other video. And I'm like, this is the nicest dude ever. So smaller content creators like that do weed stuff, you got to remember, like, we got to watch your stuff. We got to like look. Just because people tag us doesn't mean, you know how many rappers have gotten tagged on shit 1 million times? We've passed on #1 hit artists because we know it's not going to mess with the fans. How many people have we passed on? Like
So many.
That is a massive person.
It's actually like
it's disgusting to think about who we've said no to because we're like our fans won't care. That's not our realm. It just won't mesh.
It's a very specific person that
goes on this show,
and we just know it. There's really no criteria other than we just feel it.
We feel
can make it happen. Then and for everybody up and coming, like shit, that who knows? That moment happens. It happens. Like
and with weed content, you gotta remember we're not the weed show. We're the biggest weed people. I get it. We do weed content. We smoke weed. People think about it as the weed show. We've done smokeless episodes. We just happen to get high as hell. It's not like we're coming on here to like. I know I'm trying to say you're not the weed show, but you have weed sponsors. Like, bro, you got to remember, Mario Lopez is gonna come on here. We're not gonna be smoking.
maybe.
But like we got to be able to be that too. So we can't just be here going, today we have glass blower extraordinaire. Yeah. Like that's
it's
not us.
Crossover show than a straight up weed podcast.
Yeah, we're not a straight up weed show. We're like the crossover
comedy show with heavy weed influence.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're here to make you laugh. Also, man, we're talking about drugs sometimes. We smoke weed on here. Wow. But it's not like with Eric and Goblin, we did the whole show was getting high because that's what it's about. That's what they do. It's what I do. It's what we do. That's why we did that. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like this. So when we get all these people tagging us and people get like, you're a hater not bringing them on. Bro, I need some substance. And I'm not saying they don't have substance. It's not what I'm saying. Oh, you're smaller. No. We got to care. Goblin had a huge following. It still took me 3 months of watching him. It takes a while, man. It takes a minute. Sorry. Also, back to what I was saying.
But also just all relationships in like the entertainment world, it's like a lot of times with most of the guests, it's like, okay, well maybe now we're aware of you. Maybe now in a couple months from now we hear about you again. Maybe then now organically, that's how things happen in the real world. It's not just always, bam, I want this, hit it up. Oh, you didn't do it right away. Now I'm pissed. That's not how connections happen in the real world ever.
Dude,
barely ever. The connection that made this happen was fucking 8 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's just about when the time's right. And if the time's right, so be it.
Yeah. But I'll close with this so we can wrap up. We did pretty good on the time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it. I don't want to throw in the names, but you know, I've met a lot of content creators. I've met a lot of weed tubers. I've met a lot of people. Nobody I've met is a jerk. Like nobody's a jerk. Like I said, this person I think is a nice person. It just doesn't mesh. I don't care. It doesn't mesh with me. It doesn't work. All right. So I met the guy, nice dude, made a video, super cool, nice guy. Then he invited me to do a shoot. I went over there and it was supposed to be like a weed selling shoot. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. And then right when I got there, I'm like, I brought 2 pounds of OG just in case we need some stuff. And I get there, I'm like, where's the weed? Like, oh, we were hoping you brought weed. So in my head, I'm like, bro, so if I didn't bring these, like this whole shoot's gone?
Damn.
Come on, man. You got to let me know. What's wrong, man? You should have told me. Who cares? Who cares? That's not a big deal. I thought it was funny. I was like, damn, I'm glad I brought these. Anyway, we're doing a picture, and it's like me, this influencer dude, and another guy. And I have 2 pounds, right? And he's like, let's take a picture with the pounds, like a picture. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And this is what, look, I'm very observant. I observe everything. You know how, like, they did this and said that. And then he threw his shit on the ground, looked at it, didn't even pick it up. I don't know about that guy.
Yeah.
There's very little, there's small
flags.
stuff. Oh, there's small stuff, dude. Little flags.
Myself.
Yes. So we're sitting there and I'm like, yeah, what do you want to do the picture? And he goes, how about like you guys sit close to me and we'll grab the pounds, like take a picture, you know, just look at the camera, like, all right, cool. And he just does this, grabs the weed and puts it on his head and like leans forward. And I'm like, do you want us in the picture, bro? Like you just like basically did this. Like, do you want to take a picture by yourself? What is happening here? I'm like, do you want me in this picture just like this? In the back? Why'd you like, it was just awkward. It was more like P. Diddy all up in the video feeling. Okay, yeah. I was like, yo, why am I here? This is kind of odd. I felt it was kind of awkward. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to explain it. It was very, who here can sing? No, he can't. I can sing. Like, damn, bro. Like, I get you want to be the star of the show, but maybe bring some weed next time to your own shoot. Weird. Anyway, we did it, and I was just in my head. I'm like, damn, you really wanted to be the center of that picture. That was very awkward. Like, I even looked at the other dude, and the other dude looked at me like, So I was like, okay, so it wasn't just me. It was kind of awkward, right? All right, cool. And not a big deal. I just thought it was very like
noticing things.
Damn, fool. Gee, I'm trying to think of it. Like, remember when in Family Matters when Eddie Winslow starts that band and he's like wants to be the star and they all get pissed because he shuns them all like, I'm the star. That's how I felt. I was like, whoa. I get you want to be like the center of the attention, but like there's 3 fools. You're gonna do this and you're just blocking us. Why don't you just take the picture by yourself? I just thought it was very like pretty girl, weird. I just thought it was kind of awkward. I was like,
slightly belittling.
Not belittling, just more of like, oh, he really loves the camera.
Yeah. You just notice like
it's okay. I'm like, totally okay. You know what?
Not belittling, but just like, oh, you
love, you want. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. But okay, it's no big deal. It's fine.
More just extra than anything.
Yeah, they just be a little extra, but that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I just noticed it. And I was like, it's okay. You know, I know some Hollywood kind of fools. He's not a Hollywood dude. Like, he's a WeTuber, but I'm like, oh, that's cool. Who cares? And then one time he's like, yo, you want to smoke? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Come by. He's like, yeah, we'll film like a bong hitter or whatever. Or you want to film like smoking? I'm like, all right, cool. And I said yeah, but I felt awkward. Like, he came to my house and like, I don't know. He just had like a list of questions and was just like filming me in my house, which was fine. Like, we made content, but I felt so awkward. I was just like, you've never not had a camera when we hang out, bro. Like, if you want to just like hang out, like, that's cool.
Hella times Goblin and Eric Hahn and them come over and nothing's getting filmed.
Nothing's getting filmed. Yeah, like, if you want to hang, but it's like this, like feels like the first time we really just hung out. I thought we were just gonna chill, but it's cool. It's okay. It's like, it's okay. I thought we were just gonna chill, like you would film a bong hit or whatever. But like, I didn't know how we were gonna like do an interview right here. It's cool though. It's cool. It's just the way he was saying, like, it's the thing. It's like you edited that and put it out the next morning. Like, you were really, and with a crazy ass like clickbait title. I was like, oh, bro, just come to my house and try to use me for some views right now? That was weird. Mm-hmm. I just thought it was kind of awkward. Okay. Still, I was like, you know, you like to be up in the video. Put my shit on your channel. That's totally cool. All good. But like we filmed the whole time he was there. It was kind of weird. I can't talk about stuff when we're on camera. Like, we can't just. There's people. Some of my homies talking about illegal things. Like, we can't just be. We're like in film mode the whole time. I thought we were just smoking, but it's all totally cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's still all good.
Vloggers vlog.
Yeah, they vlog. They do their thing. I get it. It's fine. Then he hit me up like the next morning and was like, yo, you want to do a video with me? I want to charge these companies. And like, you know, we can just make this video and put it on your channel and then we'll charge this company. In the back of my head, I'm like, are you Don King ass fool? What are you trying to do? Like, you just want me to like. So what you're saying is you want to use my name to go ask a person to pay you and then put it on my channel so I can put you on my channel featuring you in the like,
that's what? A great deal for him.
Great deal. Yeah. Super sick. And the way he was saying, I think we can get 5K out of it. I'm like, you charge this little company 5 bands? That's dumb. Because the idea he had was like, that's taxing. That's not even like worth a video. Like, that's stupid. That's just saying like, well, we have the, you know, Dope Joel's in it and me. Like, we have a big following combined. Because he even said like combined followers that warrants this. I'm like, bro, are you just really trying to use me to make money? I don't like this. I was like, I don't know about this. And I kind of like went like this for a second. Right?
Yeah.
I just kind of put the brakes on it a little bit. And then he came over one more time and we were talking. And then I was talking about videos. This is the first time I really got age restricted. And he's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Started talking. He goes, you know what I do is I type in like blunt smoke or how to roll a blunt or I'll type in weed and I'll go through the top viewed video and then I'll just make that. I went, what? He goes, yeah, like I'll go and like I'll make the thumbnail similar. I'll do it's almost the same title featuring, you know, my name. And then I'll just make the same video. And in my head, I'm like, I'm never hanging out with this guy again. In my head, I was like, it's the last time I chill with you. And then out there, I went, oh, you mean like you just copy it? He goes, yeah, like if it's got hella views, people are already looking for that. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay. I guess so. I never thought about that. I said it almost like, oh, wow, good idea.
But all
and in my head, I'm like,
have the top views.
like, what? You're just not even thinking. You're just copying people.
It's like having a ghostwriter.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It's okay. But in my head, I'm like, we have never hung out without a camera. I don't like this friendship. That's all. That's all I felt about. Like, I don't know if I like this. I don't like this feeling. Mm-hmm. I feel corny.
Yeah.
That's all. It just made me feel corny.
Yeah.
And then what happened is this guy posted a video with my exact title and thumbnail and did not know that it was my video. I guess he just screenshotted it and then did the same thing. And I posted it like, wow, pretty similar. And I full erased the whole video. And ever since then, he's just like not happy with me. Like I could tell, like, because I follow this person and then I went to look at him on Twitter one day because I was like, wait, did we do that? I was like, no, there's no way. And I went on there. I'm like, there's no way this fool just caught me. And I was already blocked. I was like, this fool blocked me? Oh, shit. All right. You blocked me. Okay. I was just calling you out a little bit, but it's all right. It's okay. Yeah. And then somebody tagged me on something like, well, I thought I was blocked. Like months later, I went, oh, I'm not blocked anymore. Huh. But it's once again going, oh, I forgot about you existed. Shit. I went on with my life because that's what I do. Wow, if I'm not, and then what happened? I was curious about something because I was releasing a paper and I'm like, somebody's like, this fool's releasing a paper. I'm like, what? The day after I released my weird, and I was like, oh, I'm blocked again. You know what? I was like, you know what, man? Do your thing, bro. I'm good. Like, it's totally okay. In my head, I was like, oh yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know. It feels very, very trendy dick riding. I think I need to get away, but it's okay. Like, nice person, do your thing. Not everybody needs to be friends and collaborate to do like it is okay. Do your thing. I just don't care enough to be like, let's squash it. Squash what? Yeah. Nothing on my end, man. I'm good, dude. I'm just good. I feel distant. I don't feel genuine.
Yeah.
That's all. I just don't feel genuine when I'm around you. And that's okay.
That's what we go by.
Yeah, I just don't, and that's all right.
I know
maybe you don't feel like that about me.
I know a comedian that comes up with a new identity.
One day we will get into that story.
Whatever it fucking feels like it.
One day we will get into that story.
Talk about searching videos to just remake what works. Talk about taking on a whole new identity.
No, I can't say it.
We'll save that one.
Yeah, we'll save that one. That little rocket.
That's funny though.
Yeah. But hold on, I'm sorry. Keemstar, do your thing, man. But also, that's wild.
It was a wild story.
It's a wild story. Yeah. And then what else? We got onto, like, we're usually so positive, and I think all of these ended in positivity.
Yeah, I mean,
like no matter what story we talked about, it was positive. Mm-hmm. You know, like it was.
Yeah.
Like Keemstar, I think, you know what, man? I was in a dark place. I had to let it go because, you know, I just had to let it go because I had to move on with my life and throw my life away because you did something that if somebody scratches Rosie, I'm waiting outside their house too.
Yeah.
Someone hit, it's over. As I'm sitting there going, oh my God, prison's going to suck. I'm sitting there going, throwing it away. You know what? I'm going to hire somebody to do this. And I'm going to get up and go, I'm out of here, man. That's what I'm going to do. Go, no, I think I'm good. I don't want, can you film it for me on a trap phone and then throw the phone away after? That'd be me. So I get you. I would be waiting outside too. Totally get it. Then we moved on to the thing I had to talk about because you guys asked so much. Maybe Burner will be here one day. Yo, man, I hope you listened to all of it. I hope you probably didn't. If you did hear it, you should listen to it. Because if I get a DM and it's anything negative, you did not listen to this whole thing. Because nothing is wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's no beat. It's just awkward because we don't know the answer of why we're both like.
You're a veteran super fan, basically, from back in the day, like mixtape era.
My
and shit.
guy.
You just need to straighten this shit out.
My guy.
Gravy.
I gave the cookie shirt about 2 years ago to my cousin Adrian, the first one. Because this is after I got those tweets. And I was like, you know what, man? I'm not giving the CDs away because they're priceless to me. I don't want this shirt anymore. Damn. I'm not going to rock it. I can't rock it. Obviously, something's wrong. Nobody wants to fix that. So I think I feel weird repping something that I'm like, oh, connection to this. This guy hates me. Sick.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell you, like, I don't want a fan to hate me. And every time they look at a shirt, go, I hate this guy. God, I got a closet full of guy I hate. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
And I'm not saying I hate the guy. I'm not saying I was like, oh, I feel weird wearing it.
Yeah.
It's like, because then people, because you got to remember, I'm a person that does the weed stuff. A lot of people follow me. They see me wearing the shirt, and go, oh, you guys must be homies. Like, actually,
your opinion says a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be sound cool guy, but it does, and people will bring it up like, why don't you do a podcast and bug me about it because they see me with a shirt or they see me rocking a hoodie and go, oh, he must know him and he must be chill. But if I didn't wear it, like a bunch of people, it's just a mystery that thousands of people DM me. How come you never do anything with Burner? I always wondered, you never do nothing with cookies. Every time it's on my question. It's always in my videos. You'll see it in the comments. I get the DMs daily. Why don't you ever? I always wondered, is something wrong? And when he posted that, hella people, I knew there was a reason it was never on his YouTube. I knew there was a reason he never did that. By the way, shout out to the fans, because in that tweet, it was nothing but people supporting me. Like a bunch of people that do music, like, I know Thomas and something is obviously wrong.
Yeah.
You know, literally DJ Afterthought, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Something's wrong here. Even Q, the Earth Gang manager, Mac Miller manager's like, Thomas is awesome. Something went wrong here. Yeah. Like I saw the tweets. I'm like, yeah, you guys got my back. Because like, thank you for having my back.
Yeah.
Because I just look like a liar.
Defending yourself against being a hater for no reason, basically.
Because in anyone else's eyes, like, yeah, right. Like if you knew how genuine all these people backing me up are. Yeah. Because you know them. Because they all know them too. Yeah. So it's like, oh, thank you guys, man. Anyway, we went through that, and then we went through. Plug in whoever you want to plug in. Don't care enough to say the name, but there's a YouTuber you guys ask for all the time. I'm just good, man.
So you don't think he's not listening. Like,
yeah, I listen. I see you guys commented 50 times. I'm just
we
good,
talk about
man.
this every day. We're talking about guest booking every day.
Every day. And how many times you bring people up? Got to be honest. That guy's kind of a jerk. Or the guy we're talking about, I go, how am I going to get through that? Going, so how you come up with your content ideas? Good episode too. Right? Yeah, like it can't be me doing that. Like
every episode we put out is like important to us. We want it to be as good as it can be. Like,
so it'd be awkward for me forcing it. You know, so that's why we haven't had. If there's other weed tubers we're gonna have on, you'll see them on here. But as of right now, we've had like all the biggest ones up. If you think about it, all the biggest ones on. Yeah, that's it. So. Guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. 2 hours. That was a long story. Took a long time, but it's a lot of backstory. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. Anything else, Marty?
Happy birthday to April.
Today?
Let's see. No, as this comes out, it's going to be your birthday.
The Monday. I was like, dude, what?
Yeah, what? Yeah, she shares a birthday with motherfucking Jay-Z. December 4th, a child was born.
Get out of here. That's why I married her, man. She got stabbed. The Jay-Z connection. O'Neal. Get out. Look how Mario, like when birds are like, yo, look at my colors and feathers. Just know, if you ever meet a kid named Cam O'Neal, you just got to take one to the arm and he's yours forever. Because if there's anything like his dad here, he's very easily ghetto impressed. Like, yo, she got stabbed, dog? I know she's down for me then if she got stabbed.
Hella spiders in the hallway and shit.
Oh,
Man, it's grimy in here. God damn. Barely walk up this fucking hallway.
Barely walk in there, man. It's gonna be my wife. Her house is scary. Yo, what's wrong with you? It's crazy to think about it. Oh yeah, to everyone out there, there's no problems. Nobody's got no problem. All right? That's all.
You know we don't got any fucking problems.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares enough to have a problem. We just thought it's enough. If you watch this story, anybody that ever asked, like, you should have her on the podcast, I'm just going to give you the link to this. Like, yo, watch this episode. Watch this episode. It's the only reason why he hasn't been on here. If he's going to be on here, he's going to be on here. He's not totally cool. I promise, guys. That's it. Like what was it, Samson? In Half Baked? That's how I feel. Please stop tagging me every day. Like, I promise I was a fan too, man. It doesn't help. All right? Just like LRG. It's like, I was a super fan of LRG. It's just so weird. Like, yo, it's so dumb. Like, it shouldn't be that way. Anyway, also, guys, once again, thank you for being here. Leave a like. Support the channel. We appreciate you. Support the Clips channel, Dope as Usual Podcast Clips, because there's definitely going to be 9 clips out of this one.
There was a dad in an LRG shirt at the fucking soccer game today, and I fucking
You punched him, and I just murdered him. You know that thing where I told you my dad walked behind my stepbrothers and he just ripped their shirt by the seam?
I don't know about that.
He'd walk up because he used to wear huge white tees. My dad was like, "You look like gangbangers. You guys are not tough. I don't like when you wear these shirts." I never rocked that. I'm not dumb. And this seam right here,
Okay.
if you grab here and you grab here, you walk behind somebody, you can and it rips all the way down the shirt, and the shirt just
Falls
slides right off
like a hospital gown.
Yes, exactly. Okay. My dad used to do it to my stepbrothers all the time on the way to the store. He ain't wearing that shit. Walk with me to the store.
Disrespectful.
And then he did it to me once, and I lost it on him. I had a Volcom shirt on, a well-made, like a shirt that fits. It was a blue Volcom. I remember I bought it. It was $24.99. I was like, damn, $25 buying a shirt.
It took him a couple fucking rips.
No, he did it. And then it didn't even rip, and it just stretched over my shoulder, and I was pissed. I yelled at. He was all drunk. I was pissed. Anyway, that's a trend now.
Oh, I know. The fucking Eagles did it to Josh Allen. They didn't call it last week. Fucking horse collar. Shit was hanging off.
That is not what it is. That's not what that is, man. Yeah, the Eagles did it to Josh Allen. You had that shit locked and loaded, man.
The internet was pissed. We were all pissed.
I saw the picture. I was like, yeah, that's not a horse collar, but it should be. But yeah, there we go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We have ranted long time. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting. Go to dopeasusualpodcast.com. The clothes are on sale right now. All the shirts. As soon as we're sold out of everything, we're going to be doing something completely different with the merch. We're going to try something else. We're getting a new warehouse. We're moving out of this place. Very odd, but we're finally leaving. All right. After 3 years at the warehouse, we're finally leaving, guys. I think we found a Push Tree's warehouse. Mm-hmm. It made me feel weird thinking that we're not going to be at the Push Trees spot with the warehouse. It made me feel weird. Mm-hmm. So it made me rethink last night. Remember I talked to you yesterday? Mm-hmm. After that conversation, I thought of, I don't want that. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to go to the Push Trees warehouse and go, wow, it's nice in here. I haven't been here in 6 months.
Yeah.
Because why would I need to be there? Just get the samples and leave. Mm-hmm. So it's
really
odd.
nice being able to give the guests, like, have them see that it's even bigger than the podcast too. Like, oh, you guys got a whole set, like, what? Oh, you got a whole brand coming out of here that has nothing to do with the podcast. Thanks for all the gifts. That's cool. Not, I mean, obviously we could still do that.
Yeah, no, we can. It's just odd knowing like this place is only for filming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like here, it's like a stage. It's like a set.
Yeah.
Here, oh, you're in this world. Oh, you're in this world. Yeah. And now you're back in this world.
If it was less expensive and just a little cleaner on the outside.
Yeah, this place sucks. I can't. Oh, we're gonna tear this wall down because there's a fake wall behind Marty. This is a fake wall. There's a window and a door behind this wall, and on the other side is the season 1 set. The huge set is on the other side of this wall.
2 big fake walls.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this out, and I'm gonna frame that. We're gonna cut out whatever you want, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna rip the walls down. We're gonna leave it right outside. Drop you guys the address when we leave. Please come grab a piece of the set. If you're a fan and you're in LA, or you're a fan and you know somebody at another spot, come grab a piece of the set. That's what we're gonna do legitimately.
Crazy. That's fucking really weird.
And then whatever's gone not there the next day, I mean, whatever's left over, we'll get the trash guys to come take it. But I want you guys to come take a piece of the set. I think that would be insane to get pictures and people have a piece of our set in their house.
Just the smiley face.
You know
come
what I'm
on.
saying, man? Like
so sick.
that's it's insane, dude, to think about. Makes me sad, kind of.
Yeah, but ultimately we want to have a cooler, cleaner, better look.
And we want some depth. I want to be 8 feet away from this wall so we can highlight the wall like season 1.
That was the big advantage we had with that set.
Yeah.
A little bit more room. This room's like a tight rectangle.
All right. Sorry to bore you guys, man, but that's what we're doing right now. We're actively moving. So thank you guys for being here from Marty and I. Guys, this has been a long episode, all ending on positivity. I hope it's all good. Nothing's wrong. Nothing is wrong. It's all just misunderstandings, except for slappy, scratchy hands. That's different. Slappy, scratchy hands is a whole different story. All right. Oh, no. No, you were talking about leaving on positivity. Now this guy's going to go, all right, at least Marty's got, that guy Stoic's mad at me? That guy? That's what he's going to say. The guy Stoic from the Gangster, remember? That's who Marty is? And go, oh, man, he just gun clicked me. Hey, man.
Soundboards these days.
That soundboard was supposed to be, cheerful.
Yeah.
And he did that. This is not a threat.
Oh, sorry. I meant to fucking hit, right?
That's creepy. I don't like that. Guys, this is all supposed to be positive. All positive. Thank you so much for being here. From Marty O'Neill and I, this has been the Dope as Usual podcast. We're here to talk about life, drugs, problems, misunderstandings, awkwardness, sleeping outside, setting fools up for DJ spots so he can beat them up, and misunderstandings with other people that do really fun weed stuff.
Right?
All right? And I don't want to work with every weed tuber, man. I talk to a lot. I'm not saying if I've met you before, you're like, is he talking about me that he doesn't like to talk? Man, I barely collab with anybody. I only had 2 collabs, I think, in my whole entire existence. I like making videos at home or by myself. Like, it's hard, man. But what I'm saying is, for the podcast, just because people make weed content doesn't mean like it's our responsibility to like have to sit here and talk about, like, bro, if we want to talk, we want to talk. I'm sorry. Like, there's not much more to say. Like I said, Joe, if you've seen the list of people we say no to, you would think first, A, we're lying, and 2, we're dumb. Once you find out we're not lying. Like, did you really turn her down? Like, yes, it's not going to mesh.
She's got 11 million followers.
Not going to mesh.
They're not going to give a fuck.
No, but fans don't care. You know why? Because they don't care about that. Yeah, dude, we've had a lot of people, a whole list, a stretch. Also, I'll just say it now. Larry June and Logic both passed on the podcast. It's okay. It's okay. We're not haters. Still do your thing. I still listen. Larry June was my number 4 to listen to all year. And he told us no months ago.
A pass is temporary in my eyes, too.
A pass is just you haven't seen the show yet. All right?
Yeah. Passes, we'll circle back. Passes for now, all good.
And look at, not hating on you just because you said no. We still liked you. Still like you now. Just want to say, we would love to have you on. Be super sick, Logic. Also, Larry June, it'd be super awesome if you came on the show, because I love your music and I think we can get real high. You could talk about random ass things and we talk about entrepreneurial things, and then we'll race our cars after. You're going to win. But here we go. I got my car back yesterday. I'm so excited. All right. Guys, that's it. We just want to talk to you because you guys ask us about Logic all the time. Larry June, constantly, because I use him in every video, constantly using his music. You should get him on the show. Yeah, we will. I don't want to be like, he said no.
If you guys are asking for him, we're killing ourselves to try to get him on the show. Just know
Believe
that.
it. Yes, we know you want Mexican OT on the show. He's supposed to be on. It's been like 3 months. We're not going to sit here and pressure and bug people and go, please, man. Whenever he wants to be on the show, come on the show and talk. Come get high with us and let's talk about Rugrats and Doug or something. All right, Marty, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for being here. This has been the Dope as Usual podcast from Marty O'Neill and I. Have a dope ass day.
Damn, that was a clean out.
The hash holes, man.
Smooth landing.